everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. Got my main man, Angry Johnny.
Hello.
The birthday boy, Big Anthony Schulz.
Hey.
And my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What up?
Real quick, everyone, we got a couple big announcements. This upcoming Saturday, May 14th, we got a big comedy show out at Comtra Theater. There is still some tickets available. I know tickets for that one are moving fast. Colin Chamberlain's going to be the headliner. I'm going to be out there along with Marcus Cox and Jeff Fieldhouse. Also, May 21st, we nailed down Big Billy Crawford is coming out there to headline. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see him mingle with the common folk. So those tickets are available online, too. I'll be at that show. I think my main man, Schulz, might be coming out there and kicking a couple jokes around.
I might throw it out there again.
So Sciulli fans, come on out and support them. Also, our merchandise is available right now. You can find it. It's all over our YouTube or all over our Instagram, all over our Facebook. If you can't find it, go to the Greenfield's Finest Podcast fan page. There's a small little link. It's called a link tree. Click on that. It'll take you directly to the store. You can buy merchandise. Here's what I have to say. We appreciate all the support we get from everyone. We're not asking for money. We refuse to go to Patreon and charge people for the podcast. We do ask those when we have these sales, if you're able to, please pick up a t-shirt, come to a comedy show. There's all kind of cool shit we got this time for the Greenfield Finest Podcast for the merch. We understand not everyone wants to wear a shirt that says Greenfield giant across it. So we specifically went to a designer, Jack Welsh, and came up with a GFP logo. It's super sweet. You can still represent the podcast without representing the entire neighborhood of Greenfield. Everyone, thank you for your support. Let's get this show started.
I went about this fair and square when designing these T-shirts. Just stole it directly off Barstool.
Yeah, I like that.
I was I like the way that looks.
Yeah.
Let's slap a GFP on there.
The funniest was that Jason was like, "Yeah, this is a cool design. This is like the Simpsons font." I'm like, "Yeah, they stole it. Nothing's original.
Nobody has an original thought anymore."
No one."
How was Mother's Day, fellas?
Oh, it was amazing. It was good. It's great.
Didn't sound good in the group.
Yeah, come on. That's private stuff we're talking about here. Dude, no one was more fired up than Mishka.
Jeez.
He called me on the side.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't getting people weren't returning the hate
It was
back.
like 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 maybe when he started fucking texting dudes,
Dude,
right?
yeah, he was on it
He
early,
was on
dude.
fire. He's like, dude, I went to see my mom at early in the morning. She was happy to see me. I gave her flowers. Now Diana wanted me to see her mom.
He was like, dude, should be enough.
Yeah. He's our aunt. What the fuck, dude? I got to spend my whole day driving around.
This
In
is
his
not
defense,
mother.
I did the same shit. I went and saw my mom early in the morning, dropped off some flowers. She was happy. But we had people at my house, Laney's side of the family, so that was a lot. But it was all right. It went good. It was fun day. I haven't played host too often, man.
It's not.
How do you feel about it?
I don't like it.
Nah.
No, it's not that I don't want to do it all the time. My brother,
Well,
like,
it
dude, he
depends.
got-
Like if it's your friends, playing host is fine.
yeah, bring a
If
case
it's
of
like,
beer.
yeah, right. If it's like a family
Dude,
thing,
like parties at my house.
It's a lot of work, dude.
It's a lot of work.
And like, don't get me wrong, Laney did 89% of
but
it.
you felt bad.
You all felt bad, and I tried to help out, but like you're almost in the way at some
Yeah.
points. It's just like
you got to clean up before, and then there's an
Clean
even
up
bigger one
after.
after. There's a lot of garbage. If it doesn't fall on your garbage day right, you're sitting there with like
I got piles of trash.
piles of trash.
Yeah.
Hopefully the raccoons don't get into it.
I also have a raccoon problem.
Dude,
so,
me too.
Yeah, so they probably are.
Yeah. They're gonna eat good this week.
But no, it was cool. It was a nice day. But yeah, it was funny. The Mother's Day. Listen, everybody loves their mother. It's turned into a production, man. The internet has made Mother's Day a competition pretty much, and it's not good for the husbands. It's not good for the sons. It's
Not
just,
good for anybody.
no, especially like when Father's Day fucking ain't shit. No one cares.
Nobody
I know
cares.
I don't. But I know, like, dude, my mom, like, was happy. She was drinking at her boyfriend's house. I gave her the Happy Mother's Day phone call, talked to her, told her I loved her. That was it. Talked to Addie's mom. That was it. Addie's mom's down in Florida. So, like, I got off the hook pretty easy. Like, you know.
Yeah, and then it goes like, who do you have to text Happy Mother's Day to? Who do you got to call?
What do you mean? You go outside?
Where's the line drawn?
Where's the line drawn?
Where do you go out? I mean, I don't go out too outside. I mean, I got my wife, my mom, and my grandmother.
Yeah, you don't hit your godmother up. I hit my godmother up.
I
Happy
probably
Mother's
should.
Day.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
I
just
just
saw that.
realized I didn't text my brother's wife.
Yeah, I mean,
And
unless
I'm sure
unless
he
it's
said
like your-
happy. That's
Yeah, that's like his job.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
his job.
his
They're
job.
not my kids.
Unless it's like your first Mother's Day and it's your sister-in-law.
I texted my sister.
Then you hit him like, "Hey, Happy Mother's Day." If not,
My mom was going to see my grandma. I told my mom to say hello.
Yeah,
Oh.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
My
know-
gram don't give a fuck, dude.
No.
Nah.
She's the one that calls you fat, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
That cost her one Mother's Day.
Yep. And now we're cool.
Yeah.
Even Steven.
Yeah, I was going through the flowers I had to get, and I was like, skip over this
Mark
one this
that
year.
off the list.
Yeah, I'm too fat for these ones.
I didn't see this year. I did not notice as many people selling flyers. Like, is the flyer selling
were you driving-
drug addict people?
No, they were out.
What are they?
I don't even think they were at Kogo's.
No,
they were there.
Yeah, they
Were
were
they?
there. Yeah, they were all. They don't miss that. They were out.
Because I'm very guilty of going there and spending $100 on
I went to
flyers,
Home
dude.
Depot.
Oh, dude, it's
They-
outrageous.
Would you buy her seeds?
Yeah, I
He's
bought.
like, by next Mother's Day, these are the most beautiful flyers ever.
It was like me and a bunch of like dudes older than me walking around buying flowers last minute. They had a lot of shit at Home Depot.
They have
I got
like
some decent shit.
bouquets.
They had that. They had like a lemon tree.
You're
could
getting
buy.
potted plants.
You could get. I got my mom's a big hanging plant gal, so I got her big hanging plant. I got Lainey a couple plants for being a dog mom.
Oh, fuck. Now that's fucking good.
I was in the doghouse, so I was trying to bring myself out.
Did you? What'd you do?
We're not going to get into that. but I was trying to bring myself out, so I was like, I'll get her a couple plants for being a dog mom. She was happy. Got Lainey's mom flower. So I mean, it's a lot more than it used to be. I think.
Yeah. It's a production, like you said. It turns into a
And
whole
then-
thing.
Yeah, then like you don't put like. I don't post my mom on
I don't.
Instagram.
I don't
I don't
get
post
into that.
anything.
Oh, fuck. I did.
Did
Yeah.
you? I
You did. I get it. I get it for the people that do, but that's not me. Like,
I
I'll
didn't-
just,
Me
I'll
either.
just tell you straight up to
To
you.
your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see my mom. That's why, like, or Addie's mom. Like, they're both, like, influential in my life. You know what I mean? So, like, I was like, at least wanted to give them a shot.
Well, that's the least you could do if you didn't go see your mother on Mother's Day.
Well, she was drinking all morning, and she was having a good time. I think she was up from the night before.
She was having a day.
She was on a Mother's Day bender, and she was just like, yeah.
She was very happy not to see you. Then.
Exactly. She was like, good. I seen you fucking for the past 40
She's
years.
like, Michael, you're ruining my buzz.
Yeah, I wish your dad was around. Maybe he could take some of these phone calls.
Oh man, but yeah, no, it was a good day. Does anybody care about the Pittsburgh Penguins here?
I do.
Do
I
you?
like the
Yeah, I
Pens. I
figured
watch.
you
I
guys-
watch.
I was a
guys
little too
watch-
white. What's it too? Like white for you, or you just don't like the sport?
I'll tell you what it is. So if I find if I go to a Penguin game or two that like in the regular season, I'll pay attention a lot more because going to a hockey game
Yeah.
is cool. It's one of the I think it's the only sport that translates is better in person, doesn't
Yeah.
translate
Yeah.
better than TV. So if I go to a game and I'm like, oh shit, like this is pretty cool, I find myself I'll pay a lot more attention. I haven't been to a game in years, so like I haven't turned it on. I turned it on like last night for like the first
Dude,
time.
I was like, me and Mike were talking about it. Like, I've been like slacking. Like, I think I'm spoiled. Like in the early runs of the Penguins, like I wouldn't have missed a regular season game.
We used to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. When there was cup runs and shit like that, I went out for
Right.
it was a social.
But-
it was social.
Well, like
event.
I hadn't been as into it, but I went to the game last night, like me and my dad, and the place was on fire. Like, it
seems
was
rowdy.
great.
I had the game on last
Yeah,
night.
Sidney
Oh, dude, it was
Crosby's
great.
like he's unreal.
Pretty good at hockey.
Dude, like he just comes out of like a bunch of people and just puts it on somebody's stick that he ain't even looking at.
Dude,
It's
why were they
crazy.
looking at that goal so long last
Forever.
night? That
It was so
fucking
obvious.
crazy. It was
Look,
so obvious.
So the explanation that I got from it is in hockey you can't just say, oh, the puck is under his pad in the goal. They have to actually
see it.
physically see that the puck is behind.
But
the
dude,
goal.
at the arena, they showed him like the puck,
Like
and
the
then they
fourth
showed
view.
Crosby Crosby's whole stick was in the net on the
Yeah.
puck.
Yeah, like where
That
else
was
could
good
the puck
enough.
be?
That was
Yeah.
good enough for all the fans.
Right,
and
but then there was that one that showed it, and it was like perfectly. You could see him actually hitting it and going, and they had no choice but to call it a good goal.
Yeah, so that's where. What about you, Zebra? Are you a hockey guy at all?
I'll be honest. Whenever it gets to the playoffs, I start watching it. Like regular season, I don't talk about it, like get into it. But as soon as like they won that overtime game, I was like, all right.
they're starting to pick up momentum. Like now, like I'm into it after that game last night.
I'm
'Cause
invested.
Probably because I went
The
and,
past two games
It's definitely
were great.
I've definitely noticed in the past if I go to a game definitely if I go to a playoff hockey game.
Dude, be honest, they're on their
They're
third
some of
goal.
the best.
Yeah.
They're on
And
their
it doesn't
third
take your whole
goalie. I
night.
didn't think they had a shot in hell.
Right.
Plus,
It's
the
a
other
good
goalie
story.
for the Rangers is like one of the best in the league.
Really?
He's
You
gonna win
can't-
the Vezina. You know what I mean? He's probably the best.
Igor last night.
Yeah,
That's
Were
that.
you?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
you
not-
had to be.
Everybody else was.
You didn't
no,
say Igor once.
I might have.
So they old what's their goaltender's name? Louis Dominique.
Domingue.
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 Yeah.
This dude's a character.
He's a
huh?
French Canadian, eh?
This dude's like a fucking and he's like a TikToker. They're like
Is
like,
he?
like a food TikToker?
Oh,
Like,
is he really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He has a few TikToks out there. Him like fucking eating like pastries and shit like that. Dude said he ate fucking some spicy pork and broccoli, not thinking he was going to eat in the game. That's a heavy meal in between.
Yeah.
Period. I know it was that overtime game, but that's a lot to put down. Some spicy
Yeah,
pork
well, you
and
need-
I
broccoli.
mean,
You needed
that's
the
a
energy.
That's
That
a
was-
risky maneuver.
But he
though.
ate
That's
that.
what I mean.
He ate that knowing he was playing.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
he
He's
had
going
no
in.
idea.
Dude,
I thought it
so
was
he's like,
in
I
the-
haven't eaten in hours. I'm gonna get a bite to eat.
Yeah,
Like,
thought-
I don't even think anybody even knows what happened to Casey DeSmith. They didn't even say what his injury was.
Well, no, it was a core. He tore a core muscle,
Oh, did he?
and he had to get
Well,
surgery.
Sciulli
That's why
knows.
he's done.
What about Jari? Is that the Jerry?
Well,
He's like on his way back,
yeah,
but he
he's-
ain't ready yet.
He had a broken foot. He's in rehab. He's finally taking shots in
So we're
rehab.
riding with Louis at least through this Ranger season, unless it goes like Game 7 or something like that.
I mean, as soon as Jari gets healthy, I'm sure he's going to be in. But I'm not on the ice, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Did you see the guy go to smooch the chick he was with after that game-winning
Yeah.
goal?
Yeah.
That was rough, dude. That was like that poor bastard was so happy and just had so much momentum. He's like, I could do anything right
Yeah.
now. And this fan just went in for a kiss with the chick he was with, and like she didn't even let him get close,
No.
man. And,
Yeah.
like I
it
need
became a meme.
they became
Now,
a meme.
if you're him, I mean, you got to never talk to her again.
I
No,
mean,
he
she was
should've-
there
he
for the
should've-
free tickets. That's all.
That should have been followed up with a spit right in the face.
Because she
Spill
didn't
his
buy
beer
the
Watch
on
you
her.
beer all night.
Yeah, these fucking $9 beers. I'm going in for a nice rape kiss, and you're not even going to get close.
Yeah.
Yeah, spent $250.
Who do you think you are?
Fuck.
It wasn't like she was hot shit.
She was terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
they
That's
were
what
a perfect couple.
I
She
would
was
love-
lucky to get him to kiss her.
Yeah, well,
I bet he gets some sympathy.
I mean, it
ass
was
out of
it was even.
Yeah, as long as
It
he
was-
has,
yeah,
as long
there-
as he has $500 bucks.
Listen.
He wasn't out shooting his coverage.
nobody was America's Next Top Model. That's for sure. But I don't know. Like, I need to know the details of this relationship. Have they been friends a while?
He's in the friend
Or
zone.
is it as a first date? Was it like, are you in an argument? Like, there could be a lot of things going
Are they
on. there.
are they
Are they
related?
related?
Yeah.
Are you
Did he try to
family?
kiss his cousin?
Dude, they tried to put me on the
She
kiss
have a
cam with my
boyfriend?
sister once.
Did
I
they
could-
really?
yeah,
Did you
I was
kiss
like-
her?
No, I was like, yes, everybody.
Oh, she's my sister!
yeah, right, like that,
Look
dude.
at her
They like
faces.
moved it right away, too.
Yeah, like we look exactly the same.
Talk about rape kisses, dude. That the Pompiani daughter that like works for the Penguins.
Yeah.
she like Selena. She like did like the one. It was like a memory trivia game with the one guy, and he went in for like the smooch on the cheek.
She was. She was.
She like let it happen. People in the crowd were like, "Whoa, what are
Yeah.
you doing?"
Yeah,
He's
pumping
like, "Tell
ain't
your
easy.
dad I said hi."
Jesus.
I'm like, "I don't even think you know the Pomp."
Yeah, you don't know the pump.
Yeah, he
You
obviously.
Oh, she wouldn't try to.
He would have never
You
did
wouldn't
that.
rape
if he
kiss
knew-
his daughter on the cheek.
Yeah, pump.
It was like
Wait, why were they on? They were on the Jumbotron?
They were on the Jumbotron. It was like one of them like trivia type things. And he won. And she was like, okay. And he like put his arm around her and gave her like a big smooch on the cheek.
Jeez.
Like a big like creepy uncle vibe to it.
Yeah, it's making me uncomfortable. You just saying.
Yeah,
that.
it made everybody uncomfortable
Remember-
who stayed for the intermission to watch it.
Yeah, that feels weird.
Wasn't it Joe Namath? He did that during the one.
I just want to. He
playoff
was
game?
slurring.
He was hammered.
Susie Colbert.
He's able to
I don't
give
give a
you
shit about the
kiss.
judge. I just want to give you. A
I could
kiss.
care less.
Yeah, dude.
No truer
Mixing a
words
water.
have ever been spoken.
Mixing a fucking water, cuz. Jesus Christ.
Who let you go on air?
Broadway
like this?
Joe likes to have a couple cold ones.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
side.
He needed a bumper
Nah,
to
that
bring
was
him back.
scotch. Yeah, that wasn't beer. He was all scotched up.
Yeah,
Smell the scotch through the TV. I went back to my ghetto doctor in Carrick the other day. Jesus. Remember I was like telling you about my
Yeah.
doctor? It was like pretty much in an old Long John Silver's.
Yeah.
So like I have poison ivy. We're not even in the fucking summer
Wow.
yet, and I have poison ivy already. So I call in the morning and I'm like, hey, I'm wondering if I could get a prescription. If doctor could call me in a prescription So I don't have to go in. I get poison ivy every summer just so I don't save myself a trip. And they're like, well, you're supposed to be here at 10:30. I was like, thanks for the heads up, doctor's office. I made an appointment 6 months ago. You can't call with a fucking a confirmation.
Yeah, right.
Not at this
A reminder.
place. Yeah, a reminder. That's what I'm looking for. So I was like, all right. It was like 9:45. I was like, I could get to Carrick. I was like, I'll see you at 10:30. I get up there, and I had an EKG schedule because I'm going to be 40 here in a little bit, and they wanted to check it out. And I was like, by the way, I have this poison ivy. I need a prescription for some steroids. Like, it's driving me nuts. And the nurse like, poison ivy? I get poison ivy. He's like, I can't give you an EKG if you got poison ivy. I'm like,
why?
Aren't you a nurse? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on? I was like, I don't give a fuck about the EKG right now, dude. I'm gonna make it another 6 months.
I
think,
need
but
the
I
cream.
don't need the cream. I need the pills, dude.
Oh, you want the steroid?
Yeah, give me the steroid. It's the only thing that works, dude.
No, dude, the steroid cream that I get off of a doctor friend of ours is the best shit
Is
in
it?
the world.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've had more luck with the fucking pills, but so she's like, yeah, I ain't doing the EKG. I'm like, whatever, man. She's like, all right, you just wait and see the doctor. So I'm like sitting there for like an hour. I'm like looking around, dude, and like I'm just like planning out. Like I'm looking around like the layout. I'm like, that definitely used to be the bathroom at Long John's. That was definitely where the fryer was.
That's the soda fountain.
Yeah, that's where the A&W was at.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a fuck. Why do I go here? It's not close to my house.
Yeah.
Like it makes zero fucking sense. So I finally go, like, I'm supposed to be there for a physical / EKG. He don't even take me in the doctor's room. We just go in his office, and he just starts bullshitting with me. And I'm like, and he's, oh, wait, sorry, I need a minute. This is after waiting an hour. I thought he was, like, going to do something, like, important, like, look at my chart. He pulls out a lunch menu, and he fucking is looking for his lo mein. And I'm like, bro, after, like, an hour, like, dude, get me out of here. Like, what the fuck? So now I was like, this dude's ordering fucking lo mein. I'm itching my face off. I pretty much came out here for zero reason, and I'm looking around, and the dude has merch fucking hanging up.
That's the best I've ever heard.
He has merch.
Doctor merch?
Doctor merch. It said, like, if doctor can't fix it, nobody can. It was like a hammer going through a nail. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
He's definitely selling painkillers.
I was so mad and itchy. You know, like, you guys all get poison ivy.
Yeah.
You know, like, the fresh poison ivy
Or
I do when it's, like,
worse.
bubbly and shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is torture. And I'm, like, looking at this T-shirt, and I was like, I should buy one, but, like, I just need to get out of here.
You
so
should have just
bad.
rubbed your poison ivy on all the shirts.
I wish you would have bought one.
What in God's name?
Dude,
on
merch.
on one
Merch.
angle, on number 2, is it doing well? Should I tell Dave about it?
Yeah, right. And I'm thinking, like, is there a whole, like, is there doctor merch
Is this
now?
is this a
thing?
niche market?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And then the whole time in my head, I'm like, well, this isn't a complete waste. This is for the podcast at this point now.
Yeah.
Does he sound like stethoscopes
It
with
would
his
be
name
great.
on
It would be great if it said like I got fixed at Doctor So and So. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I can't remember exactly what it said, but I'm pretty sure it was along the lines of doctor can't fix it, nobody can, and it was like a hammer and a nail, and I'm like, that is fucking crazy.
I got
if
fingered
you-
at Dr. Smith's office.
Yeah.
if your dick is sick, he'll fix it quick, doctor.
Yeah.
And it
That's
just
pretty
has
good.
like a dripping dick on it.
Like a leaky faucet.
I'm like,
but
yeah, I dig it. If your dick is sick, I'll fix it quick.
I just don't understand why they can't do the EKG if you have poison ivy. They throw
Nah,
them
I
little,
never heard
They
it.
throw them little sticky things away anyway.
John, you should have seen this lady.
What are you doing there, dude?
I honestly can't tell you. Now I
She
can't.
used to work at the Long John Silver's. She was
Right.
like a holdover.
She was the manager. Like, you know what? There's a spot for you over here.
Yeah.
They have like the
Now
sink
you're a
cleaning,
nurse.
And
cleaning
she's
the
like, you'll never
bathrooms.
believe it. My brother does T-shirts. I can get them printed up for you. You know what I mean? With $20 a pop, we'll make 10 each, and we'll fucking keep it moving. It's like,
She
dude.
should charge EKGs
But now
and merch.
I can't stop going at this point. You know,
You're in
it's,
too
You're
deep.
invested.
it's too much fucking.
You bought the shirt.
Yeah, it's content at this point. You know what
Hey,
I
you
mean?
might die, but you know what?
I think I'm gonna keep going to him and go get a regular doctor to make sure I don't die.
Right.
And then just to go there for the stories.
Cover
Yeah.
yourself.
Because he's not a bad doctor. I just feel I honestly want to pull him aside, like, cuz we got to figure some
You're
shit
getting a
out.
little too loose.
You're getting this is
This is
it's-
bad for your image.
This is nuts. Like
This is bad for your brand.
He's doing TikToks with you and shit while he's giving you an EKG. He's like, dude,
He's like putting a thing on like cough.
there's no doctor office feel while you're in there, dude. It feels like you're literally hanging out like at a
A barbershop?
Yeah, not even like that classy. Like worse than that, like a methadone clinic. It feels like
you might be the only person, normal
yeah,
person that goes there.
It could. It literally could be a methadone clinic, and I'm the only asshole going there for a PCP.
Right.
Methadone clinic merch would go. You know what I mean? The time's getting close. Get your dose.
Where was
doctor.
Macedonia? That McDonald's downtown.
Macedonia, where the Macedonians roam the land on the land of Xanax and fucking what was it, free coffee, and they just roam around and pick up cigarettes. That's how you knew they were from Macedonia. I lived on Macedonia for a while. I'd be like, oh, that cigarette. Why would someone throw a half-smoking cigarette on the ground? That looks good. Then I'd go sit in a fucking McDonald's for fucking 3 hours waiting for some jag-off to come back who end up ripping me off all the time. Good times. Can't believe I gave that all up.
Kentucky Derby winner. What was it? Rich Price? Is that his name?
Rich Strike?
Rich something. 80-1, man.
Nuts.
Who'd you have? I guess
not him. He fucked it.
He fucked everyone.
I heard one guy we know had $100 won $82, and it's no one we know like that we're friends with. It was a friend of a friend type deal. That was the only person I've heard that won that, which I'm not saying I would 100% did this, but I was gambling on that TVG, and it crashed fucking super. It crashed at like 2:30.
Yep.
So luckily I got my bets. Well, not luckily, none of them won. I wish it would have crashed and I couldn't get them in. But I had like $150 bets. I had like another like 20-some bucks left in the account. And I was going to go back in later. I would have seen those odds and I might have fired a couple bucks on that. You know, because what else are you going to do with 20 bucks? But 80-1, that horse was on meth.
Yeah.
There's not a doubt in my mind
they shot him up with something.
They shot him up with meth because the how far he came back to win that was insane. And they said like the pace was way too fast. That's why everybody gassed himself out, and he didn't. And he laid back and then just fucking stormed the beach. But that was and then he started attacking the fucking the lead horse or whatever you call that.
Biting him.
He started biting him. He started biting that fat little fucking guy on it. And then the dude like sucker punched that horse. The horse that won. It was like that whole derby was fucking strange. Him winning it was strange. Him trying to bite the other horse. The guy on the other horse punching the horse that just won the derby was nuts. And then the way the owners treated the jockey afterwards. Well, I don't know if you guys picked up on it. It was so fucking strange, man. They didn't want to give this dude any credit at all. He kept trying to like take a picture with the trophy, and they wouldn't give it to him. They wouldn't let him talk when he was on TV. They kept like stepping on him and shit like that. It was awkward. I was like, these people.
Why? I wonder why.
I don't know. I've noticed in horse racing, like the jockey doesn't get much credit after a win. Like it's all about the owner and the trainer and blah blah blah. Which I don't know. It's kind of bullshit, but kind of makes sense. I don't know how.
If you're you're buying a horse like that. That's a luxury, you know. With the guy riding, it's a piece of shit.
He's a peasant. He's a worker,
right? He's help.
Yeah,
exactly. He's not even a worker. He's the help.
Yeah, he's not even a worker. He's the piece of shit. You're
not dealing with blue collar people here. You know
that's true. And they treated him like that. But you figure, I don't know, if you're not gonna look, you gotta let him get a couple words on TV. Hold the trophy,
dude. I mean, how many jockeys probably got fired because they're like the trainer thought they had the best horse ever and the jockey didn't come through?
It happens all the time. I don't think those jockeys get recycled.
Yeah. What if they shot the jockey instead of shooting the horse?
There's only a couple. Like there is. I remember the one jockey who like was like always winning, and like that dude would get TV time. He was like, well, I was about to say they're short, dude, but they're always short.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he had a weird voice.
Dude, I had I'll tell you something. I had a fucked up Saturday after the Derby. I was watching the Canelo fight, and my cousin was like in my ear, like, you got to bet on Bivol. That's where you want to put your money at. So I had a weird UFC fucking thing parlay. It all came down to Bivol hitting. And Jack, you always told me don't ever cash out. For some reason, I was like, I'm going to cash out half this, and I'm going to put it back on Bivol. If I would have let it ride, I would have won, I think it was like $3,600.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Yep.
How much you cash out for?
I think it
not
was like,
$3,600.
No,
$400.
It was like $400, and I fucked it up with some stupid parlay with. They had Bivol win. I should have just left it alone. Like it all came down to Bivol. I was like, this was my thought after that. After the Derby winner, I was like, man, 80-1, and I was like, man, now Bivol, like it's a day of the underdogs, like bet Bivol, but I lost every other bet that day, and I was like, I'm at my limit for the day, and so I was just going to sleep, and I didn't bet Bivol either. But I didn't watch that fight.
I didn't hear anybody hype him up either. Like, he's a good dog to take. Usually, like, you hear, like, oh, this dude got a chance. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
My cousin Gene is a huge boxing. I mean, like, he knows every fighter, knows everything, and he right away was like, dude, this dude Bivol got a chance. Like, this dude, he's a really good fighter. He's too big for Canelo. Like, he's real technical. It's going to be like him trying to fight Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, really? He was like, yeah. He's like, I don't think he has a chance against him. And
that would have been good information to share with your friends on the podcast.
Well, I mean, I was just sitting in his house like, all right, I'll put this in. You know what I mean? And fuck.
Don't ever cash out.
Yeah. Well, my cousin, though, he did lose like the first 3 like fights we were talking, and then that one came,
then he hit that one. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. You hit the big underdog.
He hit it pretty big too, I think.
So there's an article came out that's saying planking was the dumbest trend of all time. You guys remember planking?
Yeah.
Did you guys plank anywhere?
Never once.
Oh man, did I used to plank?
Did you?
I find that hard to believe.
Dude, I was a plank artist. Dude.
You were a plankologist?
Dude, I was planking everywhere. The shit was so fun. It was insane.
Tell me one place you planked.
I planked all over Ocean City on the boardwalk. We were planking at Secrets. Dude, we like went on this Ocean City trip when planking was at its peak, dude. And I'm telling you, we planked everywhere, and it was a fucking blast. And if dudes want to start planking again, I'll plank. I didn't like to slander the plank because there was nothing more fun than a plank. All you did was just go lay on it, fucking. And it was like, dude, crack up every time. I don't know why it was funny, but that shit was fucking funny.
It is funny. You guys sit here like, yes, we can plank right now.
Yeah, you can plank right. Yeah, we could plank on Larry if we want.
Man, I'll plank the fuck out of Larry.
Yeah,
sexy motherfucker.
Yeah, you take the top, I'll take the bottom.
Yeah, them hairy little ears.
But yeah, I gotta try. We have pictures. I gotta try to dig up some old planking pictures. Shit was fun, man.
Hey, how about this? If you guys are listening to the podcast, comment on the YouTube and just comment where you'd like to see us plank. If it's in Pittsburgh within reason, we'll do it.
Yeah, or like, yeah. Hey, man, what's this new podcast you're listening? Like, you never believe it. These guys plank everywhere. They're fucking crazy.
They're fucking nuts. The dude was down the point, man.
Yeah, he was just fucking planking.
The one dude Jack went on the Gateway Clipper. He's fucking sick, bro.
Oh, fuck. What do we have? Oh, so there's a sex island coming out in Las Vegas. So for $4,500, place hasn't been disclosed yet. I think it's next week. $4,500 gets you unlimited sex with up to 100 women for the weekend. All the women been tested. You just go. I don't see that. The only thing here, the little catch, they don't say how many dudes they're gonna let come. They said there's 100 women and you need 45.
Like 500.
Yeah, you need $4,500. You need $4,500 to come and bang 100 chicks that been screened, all clean. You have to get tested, but they don't say how many dudes they're gonna let in this building either.
So it's gonna be
4,500 seems light.
I need to see the ratio before I fucking drop it down.
As soon as you said 100. Even just a weekend with a $4,500 for a weekend with a prostitute in Vegas for $4,500 was like that's not.
That's like a hotel. That's a trip.
So the island is a hotel.
So it's a sex island with a hotel on it. So it's some undisclosed area.
It's an actual island.
It's a place where you go, and there's gonna be 100 women prostitutes. You pay $4,500, and it says you could bang as many as you want.
But here's the thing: it seems like a fair price. I mean, I have a girlfriend, so I wouldn't be interested in that. But anyway.
Yeah, none of us would go. But I'm saying back in our younger days,
right? But so it has to come down to like greasing, whoever's tipping the girl more.
I was just thinking,
but that's what it's going to turn into.
That's
so
exactly
that $4,500 turns into what?
$11,000.
Right, your $4,500 just your ticket in the door, and then you got to.
I've been tricked like that before.
That's like you have.
Oh yeah.
I think I was.
Some of the advertising in Las Vegas is very misleading.
Yeah. I think that's the first time you went. And you came like your sister.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
Dude,
this is one of those stories. If we ever make it big and none of us have any jobs and we just podcast, you'll get that full story.
Yeah, right.
Right now, got to think about the image a little bit.
Dude, I don't. So I went there. I'll never forget. It was like one time someone took me to a place and there was prostitutes there, and they were like, it was $150, and I was like, oh, this ain't bad. And then the dude was like, I got you, and I'm like, all right, cool. He got me in the door and back into the room. Apparently, I was like a sucker, and they were like, if you want everything, it's an extra $300. I was like, hold on, let me find my man. I'm like, I open up the curtain, like, dude, I need another $300. He's like, don't let her trick you like that. I paid the $150. I told her, here's $20. Be happy with that. I came back in with a 20, like, got the old hand job. I'm like, man, I wish you couldn't cough up a couple more bucks for me. He's like, that's how they get suckers. He was like, you're a sucker. I'm not gonna say which friend it was.
I think we all know. Yeah, I mean, it can be very misleading. Yeah, you're 100% right. 4,500 gets you to Sex Island. That ain't enough.
Yeah, you ain't skating.
That's just the cover charge, dude.
So what are like people want to like these perverts in the world, like they want to be like pedophile island type thing? Like,
Well, I don't think it's
not pedophile island, but they just want an island. People
Sex
just want-
island.
They want an island.
Consensual
with
sex
of
with adults.
age. Consensual
Yeah.
of age.
Whores.
That's what I call them, whores. They're chicks. I mean, I hate that word whore. Like, that chick's a whore. Like, nah, man, she's cool. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I'm
Everybody
just
needs to make a
describing a
buck.
profession.
She's a businesswoman.
Independent.
Listen, there wasn't too many details
Right.
with this. This was kind of like inquire, and then I don't know. It seems like a major trap.
Yeah.
But,
Fire Festival.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
It's
to be-
4,500. Like, if you have a sex island with 100 women and like you could like have as much sex as you want, that's you don't promote that on Instagram. That's something you do. The higher society, rich people.
You gotta
fucking
know
do.
somebody
You
that
gotta
knows
know
somebody, yeah.
There's a helicopter that comes get you and shit like that. They're not letting some slapdick that just hit a parlay on fucking FanDuel come to Sex Island because he hit one for $5,000.
Yeah.
But
here's hoping.
yeah. So Penn Hills High School has decided to make school a cell phone free zone. So no more cell phones in school at all for attentive purposes and mental health purpose. When you come in, you have to check your phone with one of those like pouches, whatever the fuck they're called, if you go to a comedy show or if you go to a concert and there's no cell phones allowed. It's like one of those fucking things. So you got to check your phone every day or not bring it. But no more cell phones at Penn Hills High School for the foreseeable future because of mental health and a tentative purpose. What do you guys think?
It's gonna be really hard to enforce.
Every kid is going to try to sneak a cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the idea of it is a good idea, but like you said, it's unenforceable.
If they're sneaking phones into prisons,
But you got
They're-
fucking like Apple Watches. You don't even need
It's-
to bring your fucking phone.
Well,
in.
no, it's going to any no
any,
iPad. Yeah,
no
any-
technology.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I guess the probably iPads they do work off school. Yeah, I mean, but I guess they're just trying to limit kids TikToking in
It's
school.
bullying. It's bullying.
Video
They
is
said
like
it's mental
video.
health.
These
Yeah.
kids do asshole shit just so they can video
Yeah.
it.
Right.
I agree.
Like, dude, we had dudes at Alderdice like literally walk around with camcorders and do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And that was on camcorders, and they would just be on a tape, and like you would pass around the tape. There was no, there was no way to fuck it. There was no way to
Right.
see
There's
it.
kids probably the whole time in class messing with her. Yeah, that's
I can't.
It's a good idea.
It's a
I don't
great
know. I
idea.
don't know how hard it is to like enforce it. Even if parents like I need to be able to get a hold of him. Like, do you
and then,
really?
And then you're gonna have those parents like I need to be able to be in contact with my child. Like, no, you don't, lady.
No.
There's been thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years where kids didn't have fucking cell phones
And
in
they
school,
survived.
and we made it. I just think I don't know. I mean, I hope they said they did it in their middle school, and it's worked. But middle school and high school are two different things when it comes
Yeah,
to cell
middle
phones.
school, you're not thinking the same things. High school, your phone. I mean,
There's dicks.
it wasn't our.
Yeah.
There's
You got
boobs.
pussy on the
there's-
brain. 90.
Yeah, that's what
90%
I'm
of the
saying,
day.
dude. A lot of fucking back and forth with the dicks and the tits.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely a great idea. It would be hard to enforce. I mean, I hope. I
See
mean,
how it works out.
yeah. I mean, the mental health aspect, I get that, but like mainly, like I see how hard. If I had a cell phone, and I was in school. First of all, I couldn't pay attention to begin with. But if I had a cell phone, there's no fucking way, and it would be so easy to cut class. Like you'd always be cut in class because there'd be group messages like, "Hey, we're going down here to smoke weed," and you'd be like, "All right, I'm out." And,
Yeah, right. It was hard enough to go to class when you couldn't find dudes half the time.
You just go look for them.
Right. So I don't know. I it does make sense. There's no like bullying breaks for if you're getting bullied in school, you gotta get bullied all day in school, then you go home and then you're getting bullied at home too. So I mean, I get what they're getting when they're trying. Because you get on the internet, this bullying doesn't stop. That's what just picks it back up again.
Yeah.
It's not in person. I don't know. It makes sense. So that's a hard battle to win. Like the amount of time you're gonna waste of like think about like when shit went down at Alder Ice, we had to go through the metal detectors.
Yeah.
How much time that took in the morning. Dude. We would miss.
Now you got
hours.
to check your phone and get patted down.
Now
for
you're
that.
checking your phone. It's just like the logistics
Like,
of
yeah,
it.
you're asking a kid to give up his $1,000 phone.
Right.
To
And
you know, like
kids are gonna go try and steal.
Oh yeah, dudes are gonna be robbing the fucking phones.
Yeah, it's
That's my phone. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's gonna be tough. But I mean, good luck, Penn Hills High School. Larry, let's do a voicemail. Only one this week, guys. Pick up on the voicemails.
Hi, this is Kenny from Polish Hill. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not going to run down any bikers or anything like that. That whole life in prison thing I think would be a pain in the ass. Of course, you know, if we were loud, I'd stomp on them like our fucking ants. Anyways, I was calling to, I wanted to nominate for the funniest line in the history of the Greenfield podcast, which there's been plenty, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to nominate Sciulli when you guys were talking about Nancy Reagan being a throat goat. He said, you can't smoke drugs when you're sucking dick. I spit my coffee on my windshield when I heard that one. So out of all the funny-ass lines, that's my nominee.
Thanks, Kenny.
Kenny from Polish Hill, my man, dude. I love this guy.
That fucking, it's so funny because that clip's on our animated. If you go on our YouTube and you want to hear that clip where Sciulli says that, it's on our animated. It's on our animated Christmas special. That's the one.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was it's only a minute and a half long, and it's fucking. Larry did a great job.
That was the Christmas spectacular.
No, it was a Christmas special where we're all sitting around a fire. You're Santa Claus. I can't remember what I am. Risotto's a snowman. And Sciulli's a little elf.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, and then if we could play it next week, but it was fucking super funny.
Nancy Reagan was the throat goat. Nancy Reagan sucked the best wiener in Hollywood back in the day, dude.
According to Paramount.
Yeah,
To Paramount.
Yeah. So she was like when she used to get on. When she
You don't look like a head monster.
head monster, super head.
That's why Ronnie picked her up, dude.
Yeah,
Figure he was
how
an
you
old
become
actor.
first lady.
Yeah, he was.
he was an actor. There's a picture of fucking her dancing with Frank Sinatra and like Ronnie. They were married already. He's trying to break up, and Frank was like, "Dude, this is everybody's." Yeah,
I've been there before you.
Yeah, right. We like this is the throat goat, dude. Get out of here, Ronnie Reagan. They're fucking turning old Nancy and the hoe into a housewife. This is these are everybody smokers here.
Dude, Frank's like, hey guys, this is the guy that married her.
Yeah, what an idiot.
She said, "Just say no to drugs, but say yes to cock."
Yeah, you can't smoke drugs if you're sucking dick.
And I'll never forget, we were all talking about Sciulli, did his, voice. He was like, yeah, it's hard to smoke drugs if you're sucking cock.
I mean, it's true.
It was a good line.
Yeah, I mean that was far back. I mean Kenny was from Polish Hill was hanging on to that one, so he loved it.
I mean, he's obviously a long time, a super fan. He's a long time listener.
Keep it up, Kenny.
And that's one more thing. If you're listening to the podcast, please leave a comment and a like and turn on the notifications if you're on the YouTube. It helps us out a lot. You know what I mean? We really because we know by the numbers that we're picking up a lot of new listeners. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, and call in, leave a voicemail. If not, we're gonna have the Z-Bird doing impressions, acting like listeners. We don't want to do that. I mean, we'll do it, but we don't want to do it.
Yes.
All right, let's take a break.
And we're gonna have the number. We're gonna have the number posted on our Instagram and Facebook, so it's a lot easier to find this upcoming future. All right, but we'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hi, if you're living down the south side inside of a cardboard box and your dog's chewing on your leg and you probably got 73 cents in your McDonald's cup, you're looking for a place to live. Well, guess what? I got good news. Carlson & Associates is the place. They're specializing not just in residential, but also commercial, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and everything else. So get that cardboard box, fold it up, get to the closest payphone, and make a call. Call 412-431-1718 to schedule an appointment. Carlson & Associates will walk down to your cardboard box and show you other boxes all around the south side. Have a great day, folks, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Oh, yeah, brother. I just drove past your house and it looks like your wall's falling down. That's not good for business. Because guess what? If that wall comes down, I'm climbing up that hill and banging your old lady. So yeah, every one of your neighbors thinks you're a giant piece of shit and you can't afford a new wall. Well, guess what? I got a phone number now you can. You better call Just Walls at 412-889-4401. Fully insured, and build that wall before I come up here and I bang your old lady. Dig it! Hey, what's going on, everybody? Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Right now, if you're sitting in your house and you're going to go up to the bathroom and you're shitting inside a plastic bucket, you're probably in trouble. Then if you go into your bedroom and there's buzzards flying in because you ain't got no fucking windows, you're in real trouble. Well, guess what? I got good news. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. They'll handle all your bathroom and window repairs. They've been in business for over 100 years, and their great-great-grandfather came over on the Mayflower, and he installed the first shitter in the White House. So you can trust Bath Factory and Window at 412-951-3939. Stop shitting on a bucket and getting eaten by buzzards. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call SNL Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downsides, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline. Who be Corn Dicking this week?
The guy who attacked Dave Chappelle on stage. This happened like it's kind of an old story at this point, the way the internet works, but new to us. Dave Chappelle was up doing a comedy show. What was it? Some type of trans person went up and tried to Yeah, I think he was. Tried to suplex him. Dave Chappelle gave a little shimmy, and then they dragged the dude in the back and they beat the brakes off him. Did you guys see him getting loaded in the ambulance? His fucking arm.
Was like
No, I didn't see it.
they beat him up pretty well.
His arm was away, and I never seen an arm before.
It might have been hyperextended.
It
was like inside out.
Yeah, it was turned around.
Yeah.
And it was up a little bit. It looked like it looked very painful.
The whole right side of his head was totally doubled.
They beat the fuck out of this
were I seen a couple different stories. Was Busta Rhymes I
think there was because Chris Rock was there. Chris Rock hopped out. Was like, "Oh, was that Will Smith?"
Yeah. Dave Chappelle was kind of laughing about it. Dude had a gun.
Did he have a gun?
He had a knife that looked like a gun, which is
gun knife.
A gun knife.
You can't be.
How to get that at a flea market?
Absolutely, that's the only place you
That's
get
called
shit
a
like
paperweight.
that.
Right. Well, that will get you shot, and you only got a knife, which is stupid.
Right.
But dude, they beat the piss. Somebody's like, Busta Rhymes and John Stewart even hit him.
I think it was some type of special where there was just a
bunch
of people.
Dude, there was like Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was there. It was thank God Dave Chappelle didn't get stabbed.
Yeah, that would have been. I mean, it was crazy in general, dude. John Stewart's like a big MMA guy. That dude's tough as fuck.
What?
Yeah, I made that up.
I was just gonna say, are you talking about a dude with the mullet?
The Daily Show. Dude, the crazy thing about that is I get there's animosity.
Wait, did you think Rod Stewart? Did you just confuse Rod Stewart and John Stewart?
No,
there?
John Stewart has the little. Well, he used to.
I know. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, surely let me know. Come on.
I was like, guy with the mullet. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
he
did the Daily Show. He was on. He was in Half Baked.
Yeah, I was thinking of
Rod Stewart.
You think of
Not
Rod
Rod
Stewart?
Stewart.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, no. How the fuck you know those?
Because he has a mullet.
Yeah, John Stewart,
Rod Stewart doesn't have a mullet.
Yes,
Yes, he does.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, that's Rod Stewart. He used to wear the tight ass pants, dude. He was the man back in the fucking late 70s.
Man, after all that hype, Kenny from Polish Hill fucking just had you hyped up, and then we got to.
I know, dude. Hey, Kenny, keep listening, bud. Keep listening.
Dude, but
It'll get better.
the crazy thing is, like, a lot of people, like, they say, like, that shit about Dave Chappelle with the trans community, but, like, the one closer he has, like, about, like, that Daphne story, like, he let the trans woman open for him, and, like, she didn't do great, and then she ended up, like, getting up and, like, ended up killing it, and unfortunately, the woman later on, like, through some bullying she got, ended up, like, killing herself. But, like, Dave Chappelle's not the problem.
No, it's it's people that like make people think Dave Chappelle's a problem.
Right.
Get this dude all pissed off. They said the dude had mental health issues.
Yeah.
One, he made the thread on Twitter, which a million people do. But then they were saying, like, dude, people were saying, like, dude, that dude's past like where he should be, telling security. Like,
dude,
security was like super lax about it.
The people are gonna start performing in like with cages around them, like that dude in Roadhouse when before Swayze came in and cleaned it up. You know, where they're firing the bottles off the cage. They're gonna be fucking behind the cages, fucking, because people are gonna be storming.
Well,
stands.
it's a good thing this dude got his ass whipped.
Yeah, they made an example out of him.
Right, but I mean, most of the time it's just one dude on. If it was just like one dude on stage and a shitty security guard, dude been chasing James Chappelle all over the place.
They probably knowing
If
that
Busta Rhymes wasn't there, it could have got ugly.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes is a big fucking dude. But yeah, thank God him and Rod Stewart were there. A dance party might broke out.
Antonio Brown is making an appearance at the nightclub Enclave on Carson Street. New nightclub down on Carson. They got AB coming, I think, next week, which makes me think AB is totally out of money. Like, zero money left at this point. Because I don't know
He's
what.
doing appearances on Carson Street.
He's supposed to. He could still be in the NFL as one of the better receivers in the whole entire league. And now he's doing appearances on Carson Street. I can't imagine he's getting more than $10,000 for this. If they're paying him more than that, that's crazy.
You got to start somewhere in the rap game.
Is he performing?
He's rapping.
Is he gonna rap?
He has to be. What else is he?
I thought he was just making an appearance.
I think people making appearances all the time.
Oh, I hope he's rapping.
He did have that like weird little concert thing wherever he was at when he looked like he was at Edinburgh a couple of weeks ago. So I'm imagining he's gonna do the same shit. I don't know how. Did you see how much Enclave tickets are for?
I thought I seen it for 25.
That's too much.
Or they might have been 20, but it was either 20.
That's too. Yeah, that's.
Should
Should
we go?
It's probably going to be on a weird night where.
No, it's a Friday night.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Friday night.
Should we check it out?
Dude, honestly, I want to go. Yeah,
It's a little surveillance.
Yeah, because the people would like to
They
know.
don't know what AB's up to.
I mean, it's basically our job.
Yeah, that we don't get paid for, but yeah, I'll check it out. I'm interested to see what the fuck he has planned. I hope.
What if
it
it's the
should be
best
something.
time ever?
Oh,
it might be.
I promise you, it's not going to be that. But there'll be something we could talk about on the show. That's for sure.
All right, they got booze down there.
They sure do.
Check.
Yeah.
There would be a ton of weed, I'm sure, being smoked.
I mean,
I'm
the
in.
chances of AB showing up are what, 7%?
Yeah, that's a good point. He could flake out real easy on this.
And they'll just keep you there all night. Like,
I mean, he
AB's
walked
gonna be
out on
here
the
in
Raiders
15
for
minutes.
$50 million,
Right.
so 10 grand out on Carson,
Walked out on Tom Brady, and you know
Right.
what I mean. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
a
would've
good
put-
point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Not
he's
too
probably
stable.
not. I'll be
save my
shocked.
$25.
Yeah. I'll be shocked if he shows up for that.
it might be worth going to say he didn't come though, and I was there.
And then he's been like doing this like podcast tour, man. He's been everywhere, and he started talking shit on Kaepernick,
He ripped
saying
Kaepernick.
he took a deal, pretty much took a plea,
And he stunk.
and he stunk.
Yeah, he said
and
he
he
was
was
a
like,
bum.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, he shit on Kaepernick.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, he ain't outside like us. Like, just all kinds of like
No, he
weird
said
shit.
he's a sellout, dude. He said
pretty
you
much
got
what
your
he
said. He
fucking
didn't grow up
commercial
in-
money.
he
He
didn't
said
grow
you're a
up
He
in
didn't grow
bitch.
up in the hood. He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He took the deal. What did he say?
He pretty much said
Making
he
them
like, took a
commercials.
plea.
He's like
Yeah.
he's getting them commercials and shit.
Oh,
He's like,
he said a great line. I got to think of it. Oh, you took the deal. No. Oh, dude.
He pretty much said you're not one of us,
Right.
which I don't know who.
And
Like,
he said he took the deal because he stunk and he was trash. He had one good year and he was trash.
Yeah, he
which
shredded
he's not
him.
wrong about that.
Yeah.
He shredded
He
him
was.
pretty good.
Yeah, but like,
AB doing the podcast towar's the greatest.
Yeah, I would
because
love-
anything, there's no filter.
and I think he's so dumb you could trick him into saying fucking
I was gonna say
anything, dude.
he probably contradicts himself every other
Dude,
podcast.
you know how baked he is?
You think? I think he's just dumb, dude. I don't
Dude.
Well, it's a little
He's on a
column A, a little
different
bit of column
planet.
know.
B.
Yeah.
He's probably drinking a little bit, smoking a lot. I mean, anything could come out of your mouth at that point.
Yeah.
They put a mic in front of you. I mean, go,
Yeah, and they just start firing questions. You start answering. It's easy to start talking shit. And look at
Yeah.
us. We
That's
fucking
not hard.
say shit I regret the minute we're out of here every week. Pansexual teacher in Florida. Pansexual pretty much means you'll fuck anything moving. Middle school teacher is open with students about sexuality and then ask them to draw a pic of their own sexual orientation.
That's fucking
Middle
complete-
school is what? 5th, 6th grade?
Six, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, middle school. Yeah,
So
6,
you're
7,
like
8.
about
Whatever.
between
10 and
11 and 13.
Yeah,
something
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, 11, 13, 10, 13, something like that.
So she said that her students start asking her about her sexuality, which I find very hard to believe. She
Right.
looked like a kook. She's only been a teacher for 1 year. I would imagine,
1 year too long.
to
Promise
be
you
a
at
teacher.
Reisenstein, they would have asked.
Man, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I get, but you can't. You got to deflect that question. You don't. Any normal person, you can't fucking answer
But she's
a
obviously
question.
crazy.
And I can't imagine being a Florida teacher's too hard.
No. They
Probably
let anything happen down there,
Right.
don't they?
Obviously.
And then she asked them to draw a picture of their own sexual orientation, which is even. It's one thing to say, hey, like I'm actually a pansexual. This is what I'm into. Weird
It's
enough.
not your job
And now-
to tell kids that.
Everybody fucking draw on a piece of paper what you like.
That's like
To
pedophilia.
middle school.
That's
Yeah.
weird. That's
You should
fucking-
be in jail.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed within 500 feet of a fucking school, let alone
Right.
teaching
Not
them.
allowed to live around parks or anything.
Well, she got canned, so that was good.
Thank God.
Yeah. Usually, yeah. But
It's
Finally.
Florida. They'll
So
can you.
pansexual means that you'll fuck literally anything.
you'll fuck that outlet over there.
Really?
You'll fuck a pan.
No, I think it just means you'll fuck guy, girl, any type of
Trans-
gender.
dog.
Yeah.
Dogs,
I don't know
cats.
if they get in the. I don't know if they get in the
Bestiality.
bestiality. I wouldn't know either. You know what I mean? I'm just a old boring straight fella. Staying in Florida, giant shark hanging dead at the entrance of high school as a prank. So these crazy little fuckers strung up a shark as big as this room. It's impressive they got it up there and just hung it over their high school entrance.
I mean, they obviously
as a prank.
they fished this out of the waters. That's pretty impressive too.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
impressive part.
Yeah, I don't know if it washed up. I don't know if they fished
That's
it.
pretty, it looked pretty fresh.
That's a fresh kill, boy.
We did some high school pranks. We never hung a dead shark the size of a room up over walking into Alder Ice.
Was this in Florida as
This
well?
was Florida also.
Yeah, they got a lot of stories.
The
out in Florida.
teacher was like looking out like, I'd fuck that
Could
shark."
you imagine?
You got a mighty fine fin, motherfucker. If I fin, won't you back the shark up?
Yeah, get on top of that little air hole. That probably ain't a bad time.
Right?
I don't think sharks have it.
That's a
dolphin,
dolphin.
yeah.
Well, whales have it. So you're telling me sharks don't have an air hole?
No,
No.
they've
Just dolphins and whales?
Yeah, that's it. They're mammals, buddy.
No, I'd fuck those holes. And that's one of those lines I'll regret a little later. But yeah, that's just the poor bastard janitor that has to go in. You imagine getting to work at 6 o'clock and you just see a giant shark that you know you're going to be responsible for getting down. Like, I think I'd turn around that
That's
day.
what I was-
because the janitor, you're there first. Like, not today. I'm not doing this. What the fuck?
You
This
remember at Alder Ice when it was like garbage there or something? Dudes took a couch, put it on the side of the house or side of the school for a little bit, and then lit it on fire.
Yeah.
And the janitor to come out, and he had like old pump like water
extinguisher.
extinguisher. It
Yeah.
wasn't even like to code, and he was like, "Why don't you sons of bitches lay on it?" He hated his fucking
That was like the
job
10th couch
so
of the year.
bad.
That had to be one of the worst jobs ever. Older
Dudes used to blow up the garbage can. It would shoot like a mushroom cloud at the side
Dudes
of the school.
pouring ammonia down the radiators. It
No,
was
the
milk,
pepper
the milk.
spray on the fucking radiators in the annex was pretty brutal.
The milk on the annex was so bad, dude.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
never
bad.
forget that smell.
Pepper spray.
No,
Dude, the best was, can we say his name now? It's been over 20 years.
probably don't need to, but
All right, well, then the dude that flooded out the whole library.
Screws, Lewis.
That wasn't Lewis.
I don't remember who did that.
That was Jay Gump.
JJ, don't.
Dude,
be
I've never
ashamed.
seen so much water. I'm like, oh my God. I don't even have like the library was salvaged.
It
It
wasn't.
was like $500,000 worth of books down the drain.
Nobody was reading those
No,
fucking things anyhow. It didn't matter.
7,000 copies of the Scarlet Letter. No one gave a fuck.
We have a guy propose to his now fiance in a TSA line. So could you imagine? He proposed to his lady while going through the airport TSA line right in front of the metal detector. How selfish can you fucking
Yeah.
be to hold that. I'd be so.
I hope she
mad.
says no.
I hope she fucks your friend.
I'm gonna throw this water that I'm not allowed to bring through at you.
Was there a video of it?
It was just a picture. So there got to be a backstory to this. Like maybe they both worked for TSA.
Yeah.
And thought
Or
it
they
was
met in
funny or some
security
shit.
line.
Yeah, or they met in a security line. Right. That makes a little. But like, dude, TSA. That's where people have to act the most normal you possibly can. Is
Pretend.
air in an airport, dude. Get through fucking security. Get on your airplane. Get off the airplane.
And then be weird as you want.
And then go
knock yourself out.
Then go fuck a shark. Nobody gives a fuck. Just don't do it in a TSA line. I would have been fucking furious.
I wonder if people were like screaming shit at him.
Like I hope
People were pretty disgruntled.
She's a fucking pansexual.
Furious. They didn't have masks on either, so like who knows? All kinds of heat. Where'd you guys propose at? What'd you guys do?
I proposed at my house. I didn't do
Just
nothing
at the
fancy.
crib?
No, so listen, here's the funny story. So I was gonna propose to Rosa, and it was Valentine's Day, but my niece like sold me out a couple
She,
days
like,
before.
ruined it.
It told Rosa, right? And Rosa, are
That's
you?
fucked up.
So I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Get married. What are you talking
Marrying
about?
you.
So I played
This
it
is
off.
Anthony Sciulli.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
pansexual.
I'm a
You
pansexual.
can't hold me down.
Right. So I let Valentine's Day come and go, just because
Yeah.
now I got to sell
Surprise
it. You
was
know what I
ruined,
mean?
right.
And then like a couple days later, I just proposed nothing crazy.
What about you?
Why did your niece rat you out? That's crazy.
I mean, she was
Why'd
like
you tell
6
everybody?
years. No, she was like 6 years old.
Oh,
She was
okay.
there because I kept the ring at my parents' house because
Got
Rose
ya,
is
got
she'll be
ya.
going through
Yeah.
my shit.
She'd have
you know
pawned
what I
that
mean?
shit if she found it.
No, she wouldn't have pawned it, but
I'd
she'd have
fucking
known it was there. Because I would have pawned it if I knew everything. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny? You're romantic.
I am very. I did it at the Blasio's.
All right.
I was
So you
just
did
there
it in the
Saturday.
restaurant with like other people in it?
Unfortunately, there was other people there. So like that was like the first place we went out to eat. So
Yeah, no. I
yeah,
get,
I actually had the same waiter.
Oh, dude, you set it up like that? Like,
No, it
I'm
just
gonna need
happened.
Did everybody go, yeah?
Yeah, there was like old people there coming off the early bird special, and they were just like they were all happy.
They were like, honey, let me give you a secret. Never go to bed angry.
Yeah.
Did they start sending shit over to you? Like,
Nah, never
Nobody
did
bought
like
you a
that.
fucking drink. or
them
nothing.
cheap fucks.
Oh, it had to be
But
an
I
early
had,
bird
dude, I had the
special.
ring for like a good 4 months, too.
Yeah.
Like, I
Oh,
was,
you sat on it for
I
that long?
sat on it.
I remember Joel would show he brought it out. He's like, dude, check this out. He showed me like 3 times. Like, yeah, dude, I've seen it before. You gonna fucking propose?
Were
to
you
her
just
or
like
what?
just hoping she fucked up?
I don't know, dude. I was waiting until the mood hit me.
No, I get that. 4 months is a long time to have it, though.
Yeah.
Did she have any idea that you had it that long?
No.
No, she
Dude,
does.
you brought it over and showed my parents
Did I?
before you even got engaged.
I
It's a
don't
big
remember
deal.
He was like, check this
I
out.
showed everybody before I gave it.
Yeah, a restaurant full of people. I would have been. That's a
I
little
mean,
nerve-wracking.
it wasn't like a ton of people, but like more than like I would have wanted in the room. There was
Yeah,
like
no,
there
I
was like
get
in a
that.
back room there, and like I was like, fuck, like these people were sitting in there, like
It's one of those things you just build up so much, you just gotta fucking get it over with.
right.
too.
I had to like run, dude. I had to like run to her dad's house and like hope he was there. Asked him, and he was like,
Oh wow.
yeah, like if he wasn't at the house, like
Next week.
next week.
Next week's
We've
problem.
been waiting, yeah, right.
Future John problems.
What do you plan on doing?
I'm getting
Jack?
hammered tonight.
Next
I'm
question.
playing. I got a plan.
All right.
Dallas Mayor says.
Wow, that was quick.
Dallas Mayor says Dallas needs an expansion team. Says Dallas could support 2 NFL teams way better than New York and LA can.
That's stupid.
Why nobody in Dallas wants to root for anybody else but the Cowboys?
No,
They were
that's
mad. They were mad when fucking the Texans came to Houston.
I wish Houston got the Texans back, or I wish they were the Oilers. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's dumb. No,
Yeah.
we don't need that.
I think all of Texas roots for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's second off the saying about the New York thing. The Jets are basic. You know what I mean? It's
They're in
in
Jersey.
New Jersey,
Yeah, it's New Jersey. Yeah, it's their stadium's in Jersey.
right?
But yeah, this was a strange story. Like, where the fuck is this coming from? And like the Dallas mayor saying, like Jerry Jones is gonna have this dude fucking
Right.
killed.
There goes
Yeah.
all your votes, buddy.
Right, like unless Jerry's gonna like fund the other team and he owns both teams, but I don't see that fucking happening. Probably playing Jerry's
Right.
role,
I
but,
mean,
like,
Texas is big enough. Like
it is. They probably
one in the center of Texas, one in the east, one on the west. Like,
Austin. If they did Austin, I could see Austin's like a new up. It's upcoming. It's big. Like
yeah, they probably could, but like diehard
Do we need
Dallas
another
fans.
team?
So look,
Dallas fans are diehard.
to do
fucking-
that, you'd have to do like a Fort Worth team and a Dallas team because those are like the two biggest fucking metropolitan areas. in the
Yeah,
whole
like
fucking.
Seabird said, like Austin too. But like, I don't know if that could. I don't know. It seems. It was
I don't
just
think
so
Austin would
strange.
support a
like
fucking
to like
team.
the Dallas, whatever. Like what else? The Dallas Cowboys and then the Dallas like Texans. What are you talking? Like that's stupid. Doesn't he have anything better to do? than
No.
Dallas.
Little rich white kid allegedly pushes Chris Paul's mom. He was sitting courtside at the hoop game, the Suns playoff game. Chris Paul just starts going crazy. This kid looks like his name's Sebastian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looks like the most stereotypical rich kid of all time. Literally every dude's face in this picture is just like a still picture. They look, the security guard, everybody on the Suns bench, fans, the ref, like everybody were just looking at this kid. I don't know what there's still like not a good video out of exactly what he did. Allegedly he pushed Chris Paul's mom, and they all went they wanted to kill this kid, and it was like him. It was just this kid and his mom, and his mom's look on the face. This kid,
Yeah.
you could tell he's so
How old? did he look?
entitled, probably
About
like
15.
yeah.
They should have let him get his fucking balls kicked in.
He needed one, and his mom was just like, just looking at him like, "Please shut the fuck up."
She
We
should have
gotta
got
get out
slapped
of- they're
too
ready."
because you did
Yeah.
a terrible job raising your son.
Terrible job.
Chris Paul was like, "I'm gonna see you later."
Yeah,
I'm
Chris.
gonna see, I mean,
Yeah, he starts screaming. He's
You
like,
pushed
don't
his
worry about
mom,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
You deserve
right.
a beating.
other people in his family too. Like he was saying, like he pushed them on, but he was saying shit. Like it wasn't just his mom there. There was other people in his family, and he was harassing everyone. Like I don't know what the fuck he said.
Yeah, I don't know if they let little Sebastian have his first taste of vodka, but like
He should have got a taste of a fucking knuckle sandwich.
he just looked just so stereotypical white rich little fucker. Like just one you just want to punch right in the. He had a very punchable face.
Yeah, face good for pension.
Yep.
I need to see this face. I'm gonna have to Google this.
Speaking of white idiots, white girl has a Chinese letter going down her back that's supposed to read, "Die with memories, not dreams." Really reads, "Die with chicken, not dreams." So
Some dude's a heckler.
Some tattoo artist really taught this chick a lesson.
Oh, good.
You know, she like put it up on Instagram. Of course, somebody did a little research, put it into fucking Google Translate or wherever the fuck it is, and it came back chicken. I'm like, man, I wonder what this chick did in this fucking tattoo fucking shop to deserve chicken.
It's
That's-
like Marshawn Lynch. Get your chickens right. Your chickens and your mentals.
Yep.
I mean, but dude, imagine like yeah, she got it. She looks it's fucking so stupid. There's so many people walking around with probably tattoos that say something. About
I was just gonna
chicken.
say that.
No
Even
doubt.
real characters in Japanese or Chinese, whatever the language, it's probably just some made up shit. And you're like, yeah, that says peace.
Right. Yeah, it means die with chickens or fuck. I fuck chickens.
I'm pansexual.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many bad you had a horrible tattoo, Z-Bird.
the T on my arm.
that was self-inflicted.
I
though.
gave-
He didn't pay for that.
I gave myself a tattoo when I was in high school of a T, and like the way I had my arm.
Oh, it's
sit-
it was supposed to be a cross.
It's supposed to be a cross, but I never finished it. So I fucking literally had my arm like slanted, so when it like came out, it looked like an X, like on a pirate map. You know what I mean? It like looked like that, and it was like not filled in
It
properly.
was like 1 inch thick
I was all drunk, just poking myself for
with Indian ink.
with hours and hours. My mom's home. No, doesn't even flinch. She comes down, sees, "You okay?" "Yeah." I'm just poking away. Doesn't
Just
even like,
giving myself a home tattoo
yeah, normal shit here.
with he used like pen ink, right?
No, Indian ink.
Indian ink.
Indian
yeah.
ink.
With,
Oh,
with
okay.
a pin. With
Yeah.
a
You
pin.
stole that shit from the dice, the
Yeah.
Indian ink.
I didn't steal it. Someone else did, but I was glad to use it on myself. And I was like, this is going to be so fucking hard. I have no artistic talent. Like, it would have been different if I had, like, Kitschy Dude or something.
Yeah.
But, like, I decided, no, I have no artistic talent. Let me drink 340s real quick and tap myself up. And it turned out bad. So if you're out there and you're like, man, I'm going to get drunk and give myself a tattoo, don't do it.
Well, that cover up you got sweet though.
Oh, the dragon. Yeah, not really. But, I mean, you know what I mean?
It's better than the T.
It is better than the T.
How many years did you rock that T?
Oh, fuck. I was a loser.
10 years?
No.
No?
No, my 18th birthday, dude's pitched in and got me the tattoo.
Was that your 18th? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Is
think
that what it
that
was, your
soon.
18th birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was a little later than that.
It could have been.
It might have been like your 21st.
Yeah, it might have been my.
It might have.
20th.
You might have rocked that for like from like 16 to 20.
Yeah, I remember when I was in. It was
That
my,
T,
it was,
yeah,
my-
I remember
the
that T
T
being
was there
around.
for a little
I
while,
remember
yeah.
that thing being around.
it was my funny first because I remember I had it when I was in jail and dudes were like, "What the fuck's that mean?" I was like, "Oh, gang shit, dog.
Yeah.
Gang shit.
Shit you don't even know about.
You don't know about T, dog."
Greenfield T, you never heard of me?
Yeah, motherfucker. My mom, we used to ride the T. You know what I'm saying? South Hills Village, motherfucker, represent.
He was like, tease up.
Yeah, tees up, hose down, motherfuckers bouncing this Rod Stewart.
Ex-porn star Lisa Ann wants Elon Musk to ban X-rated content on Twitter to protect the children that are on Twitter.
I didn't.
The children that she swallowed.
Yeah. I mean, I think Lisa Ann really wants the free X-rated shit just so they can continue to get paid for it.
Right.
Do you guys watch Twitter porn?
I never in my life watched Twitter porn.
I have.
Okay.
But at first, like when I first started getting on Twitter, there was some shit out there you would follow, and then like it got out of hand quick. Like you would follow something on Twitter, and then you would get all these weird fucking followers, and it was all these bots and all kinds of crazy shit. Once you open that box of like Twitter porn, you either had to dive in or get out quick, and I got out quick because it was just all my timeline. I would just go on. I would forget it'd be on there and just pull up my Twitter, and it would just be like some girl getting fucking choked to death. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude! I'm trying to see the score of the baseball game.
Not this broad getting choked.
But I feel like, dude, that was seriously probably over 10 years ago. I didn't really know Twitter porn was a real thing. I guess it is, but it's a slippery slope, man. You got to watch yourself on there.
It's just
Be careful.
It's just a good way for. I didn't know who the fuck Lisa Ann was till this article came out.
How didn't you know who Lisa Ann was?
What do you mean? How didn't I know?
You watch porn all the like. When did you start? Like 2 years ago?
You've never watched porn? I mean,
I have too. I know who Lisa Ann is.
Yeah,
I don't.
Dude, the only reason I know who Lisa Ann is because she starts like doing a bunch of Barstool content. So I find out who she was there. When I watch porn, I don't search.
Okay,
for
guys. Yeah, everybody in this room believes you guys.
I'm not. I mean,
Why?
why?
It would come
Even
up like
JD looked at you, motherfuckers.
know.
He's like 15 years
I'm
old.
gonna tell you how I'm gonna say why I don't know who she is. When I watch porn, I don't search a porn star. I go through the categories.
Nobody
of
searches a porn star,
So,
but
but
their name comes up.
I mean,
you got to be in the credits.
I couldn't name 5 porn stars.
I could easily, but I'm just saying I don't know who the fuck Lisa Ann
right,
is.
we've never seen like the rated, like who's top rated, like she was top rated.
That's not. I go by I'm a category guy.
What's your category?
Oh, some stuff for
Never
me.
mind.
Some stuff's for me, John. You know what I mean? It's not everything's for old GFP.
I'm just asking. I thought we're talking here. We're having a conversation.
Amateur college gangbang.
There ain't a goddamn thing wrong with that.
That's amateur college gangbang, John. Are you happy now?
I tell you what.
Fuck. Put that on the list of
He's
shit I
like,
regret
I don't
saying.
want the pros.
Yeah.
I want the amateur.
I agree because some parties get out of hand.
Yes, I'm into the amateur stuff.
Yeah, I like it too because it's more realistic.
It's a little grainy, but it gets the job done.
More like 720, less 1080.
Cleveland radio host Ken Carman has Chris Muller on the show to talk about Kenny Pickett. So Ken Carman is a Cleveland radio host. I guess he's like the funny guy. I don't know if he's the Mark Madden up there or what. So they invite Chris Muller on, who's like a fan guy.
There's only one Mark Madden.
Right, but I mean, every city has a Mark Madden.
Go ahead. Yes.
But they bring him on. They're like, hey, they bring him on saying they're to come in. They want his take on the Kenny Pickett pick.
Right.
He calls in and they're like, hey, like, how's that Kenny Pickett? What did you think of the pick? And he would start talking and they would just laugh in his face.
This was so
and they wouldn't
funny.
let him answer. And then they try to get serious. They pretend they're going to get serious again. And then they laugh at it. They'd be like, so, like, no, really, Chris, what do you think? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Like, Kenny just laughing at the Kenny Pickett pick. Who does Cleveland think they are? If I'm these dudes from the fan, I'm going up there and I'm, like, fighting them.
The
like,
fan,
they're a
though.
bunch of, they're a bunch of.
Right, you just hang up. Like,
They're no
all right.
DVE.
Yeah, they ain't no WDV, which will be on next week.
But it was brutal, dude. I'd be fucking furious if I called in your radio show and you treated me like you're okay. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, but we're in the same business. Show me a professional
Right.
level of respect.
Yeah, but it would be funny when I'm knocking on your fucking
yeah,
studio
That's
door.
what I, dude. I
It was,
was
like it was basically a prank.
It was
Yeah.
it was a prank, but he wasn't in on it.
I know, right,
That
'cause
dude Mulder took time out of his day to call their radio
How long
show.
did he listen to that shit
30.
before he
I say
hung
about
up?
It was-
40 seconds.
Yeah, about a minute.
Then he hung up.
No,
And then he,
see-
he's like, I'm gonna get out. Like I'm gonna get out if you keep doing it. And then they did it
No,
again.
see, that's where he fucked up. I would have started shredding.
They
them.
couldn't because they
Nah,
kept
the best thing he
laughing.
done is like ended it right away, and that would have been the
Yeah.
smallest, stupidest clip ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But yeah, he couldn't even try to like defend himself because there's two of them and they were laughing so hard in his face.
Right, he could have
Was
brought
it
up like
funny at
Deshaun
all, though?
Watson.
No, it was weird. It was weird.
It was corny.
It was
like,
corny. Yeah.
Like it was just every time he said something, it was like a fake laugh. It wasn't
Like,
like yeah, like it wasn't like we're
Oh,
in
dude.
here cracking
Some
up.
I'd be
real-
like, keep laughing, dude, because you're gonna see a knock on the door with some crazy dude with a baseball bat in about
Feel
25
like you
minutes.
laugh with no teeth, Ken Carmen.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
dork.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Rod Stewart in here. He knows MMA. He's gonna fuck you guys up.
TurboTax, corn dick. They have to pay $141 million for deceptive ads saying if you file your taxes with TurboTax, it would be free. It's not. You have to pay for that shit. So they are reimbursing 4.4 million taxpayers.
That's the class actions lawsuits I've been telling y'all about.
I should get in on that.
Yeah.
Did
If
you use
ever use
TurboTax?
TurboTax,
Yeah.
dude, they'll send you they'll send you a postcard. I
So
guarantee.
they
Bro,
here's
what did they charge you?
So here's my thing. They didn't like it didn't look like they charged me until the end. Whenever I was like getting my money, like what I was supposed to get back, I looked like that ain't right. You know what I mean? And you don't even see where the deductions at. You'd have to go through like
Oh, they took a piece of the action on the way out. Like it's
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
got your refund, they didn't
But they
charge you
didn't-
up front to
No.
do your taxes.
no, but they didn't tell you they were. They said it was
I understand.
free.
Yeah, I
Yeah. So
understand.
they like the refund. There was money taken out of the refund that they didn't say they were taking. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I end up owing. I'm like, how the fuck do? And I went through the thing the other day, and it ended up being, yeah, they charged me.
Keep your eye open for a
Slimy.
postcard, dude.
Yep.
Slimy. They got fucked there.
Busted.
Yeah, I remember Laney.
False advertising.
I got to make sure. Like, yeah, I remember Laney being like, this fucking shit being like pissed. But like, yeah, you got to know it. Why would it
Nothing's
be
free.
Yeah, nothing's free.
Right, but you got to disclose that it's fucking.
Yeah, you shouldn't be advertising it
Right.
is free
I always
either.
was told to read the fine print.
Yep.
Yeah, but if you can cash in on an easy couple $100,
Yeah, but they're just like, yeah, it doesn't sound like
Basically, they
anybody's
should
getting
get-
rich off this.
They
They're
should
just
go.
reimbursing
Everybody
them.
that used their tax site.
Well, I
that's
think
what they're gonna have
they
to
have
do.
to reimburse
They're-
the money.
yeah,
They should
they're gonna-
automatically send you the money back.
Well, they're gonna get hit for a settlement, and then whatever the settlement is, many people.
It's 141 million.
Okay, so say, divide that amongst how many people.
4.4 million. That's
How many people are
they're-
involved
they're,
in the
they're
lawsuit?
They're reimbursing.
Who's
All
the
right, so
mathematician
everybody
here?
gets like $1,000.
Is that what it shakes out to be?
No, I just made that up.
I was
Sounded good though, right? Everybody
I
was
believe you
believing
because
it.
I wasn't going to think that hard.
Yeah,
I
listen.
think it's literally like $100 and some bucks.
I think it's whatever it costs. That's
Yeah.
what they're reimbursed. That's what reimbursing generally
It'd be
means.
$56. That's what it is.
Steve Urkel tried to swing on Mrs. Winslow on the set of Family Matters back in the day.
Did he?
What?
Urkel was a lunatic, dude. And she
Jaleel White.
said, yeah, Jaleel White was a lunatic. Yeah, was that? Yeah. What was Urkel's like when he turned into Smooth Urkel?
Oh.
When he was Jamal. Remember? Like,
Yeah.
was it Jamal?
He
No.
was.
I think it was.
It was Stefan.
Stefan,
Yeah.
That's what it was. He would come in like with a white suit on all of a sudden, looking all hot. So, dude, I was like reading something about Family Matters. I saw something. They said Urkel's dad was like smart as fuck, and like he got Urkel like points on Family Matters. So like Urkel was getting like everybody else was getting paid like fucking whatever the actor's average salary was or whatever, and Urkel was making some money and like points on the back end. So Urkel got paid off Family
Carl
Matters.
Winslow's fucking starving, and Urkel's making all the
Yeah.
cheddar.
Dude,
I
I
love
mean, he
that.
was the star of the show.
He was.
Yeah.
Did I do
Did I
that?
do that? Yeah.
Warren.
But yeah, how are you gonna try to swing on Mrs. Winslow?
Because he didn't give a fuck.
He didn't.
Miss
He had-
Winslow, fuck him up.
He's
Woman
like, this is my show.
arrested for poking hole in lover's condom in hopes to get knocked up. She should get the death penalty. They got a set of precedent. This is in Germany, so they might do
They
it.
might kill her.
Yeah, they're a little lax over there. But they have to come down on her. You just can't be.
How is this proven?
Because he had holes in his condom.
Well, something came up and she admitted it through text message.
Okay.
So she admitted it.
Yeah.
You have to set. You got to set the stage here. Like, dude, you can't do this. Like, you give her a couple years in the clink.
That's rotten.
It's rotten. It's fucking. It's trickery.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fucking.
It's tomfoolery.
Yeah, I don't know what the charge is, but fucking death penalty by trickery.
You got to
because of trickery.
You got to pull the Drake move. Bring your own condom and then fill it up with hot
saucer.
After you skied in it, she was like, "It felt like there was a volcano in my pussy." Like that's what you get.
Yeah, but if you're just some dude that works for like fucking I don't know regular gig,
yeah,
and you come home from work thinking like no one's really worried about my fucking, no one's trying to cash in on my fucking juice,
right?
And old fucking Steve that works public works fucking next thing you know he has fucking a kid to this chick. He has no idea how because they were using a condom. That Steve shouldn't have to take care of that kid.
Yeah, if you got like a doctor's office in Carrick and you start fucking have kids all over the place, you know.
Listen, I deserve whatever's coming to me. If I'm
you might have a kid
if I keep going along John Silver's MD, but like I said, I have to now, dude. It still smells like fucking like
grease.
It smells like grease in there. Dude.
Like, did anybody change the fryer?
Like hush puppies.
That's what I was looking
Get
to say.
the EKG or walk the plank.
Dude, it's a wild scene in there, man. It's
if
crazy.
he had a hook,
I kind of want to go in there.
If he had a hook on his hand, he was like going at your poison ivy. Arr, me poison ivy, shiver me timbers.
And it's not like I have like janky ass health insurance. I have really good health insurance. It doesn't make any fucking sense. All right.
His parrot waits on you first.
Brother in arms. Amanda Heard does a line of coke through a Kleenex on the stand. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Definitely cooked.
It wasn't.
It was smooth.
Not smooth enough.
Not smooth
everybody
enough,
saw
but it was. Dude,
If
the
you-
balls.
That's right. It's very ballsy. Not so smooth. Very ballsy.
She wasn't doing anything else besides
I mean,
drugs.
no one called her out in the courtroom.
I mean, she made.
There's a million cameras on her.
Yeah.
Somebody was people are watching that thing with.
In real time, you're never gonna think.
No.
You're never gonna think.
She looks
that.
like she's blowing her nose.
Right.
So she got the goon dust in her Kleenex, and just instead of blowing out, she huffs it in.
There's another clip where
She reverse blew.
She's wrapping the Kleenex up that she blew, like that you fake blew her nose into in this thing and like tucking it in to a shirt. Like that Kleenex definitely possessed drugs.
Dude, it was a smooth line.
But you couldn't wait till like a break in
I
the.
mean, she
She was up there
obviously-
for a while.
and she's obviously nuts.
No
Right.
doy,
Yeah.
dude. That's why I'm thinking it was more of an Adderall, or some
doesn't
kind
matter-
of psych
doesn't
med.
matter what
It
you're
wasn't
snorting.
cocaine.
Yeah, it does.
I think it was. It doesn't.
Whichever.
Yeah, whatever. You got to sniff
You're
drugs.
sniffing drugs on the
on the
stand.
stand is insane.
Like maybe she thought like she needed that fuel to like
Dude,
get through it. I
She
don't know.
did a Ritalin so she could like talk her way through it.
I thought I've seen way smoother fucking coke lines done in my life. I used to work with this dude. Love cocaine. We were bartending, and he would turn his back, and he would have a dollar bill like folded up almost as like a paper like football, and like have a little straw, and he would open up the dollar bill. It was full of cocaine. He would snort it real quick, and then boom, right back in his pocket, right back to work. Full behind the bar, hundreds of people over here. He's at the register, fucking doing a little bump. Back to making rum and cokes. Like he did it on a regular basis. It was insane.
Crafty vet.
Crafty vet
Well, good for him.
Amber Heard could have learned something from him.
for sure. We got Tom Brady getting $375 million for 10 years to broadcast at Fox Sports. Jesus Christ, that is a fuck ton of money, man.
Right.
How does this
I don't know.
How does this money work out for like is having Tom Brady broadcast really like
Gonna
is it
bring
bringing
much
that
more.
many people in? Is it
Yes,
like,
just for
it has
his
to be-
namesake.
I mean, yeah, the answer is yes. I just don't understand it. Do advertisers like see like, oh man, Tom Brady's on this broadcast? I want to be a part. Like, I don't fucking get it, man. $375 million
everything Tom Brady touches turns to gold.
That's a good point. I mean, like commercial wise, like yeah, you have to imagine like
That's where the money's
well, he's
coming
going to
from.
not only be broadcasting, he's going to be doing segments. So like you have to imagine these segments, they're going to be charging like fucking Super Bowl prices for. At the
They
begin-
better be.
for like to make up for that 375. Like
They'll get it. They'll get it.
But wait, when is? I thought isn't he still
I
fucking?
think whenever
It
he
would-
decides
when
whenever he decides to retire.
This is a futures
so he-
contract.
I mean, he's just totally told his family like, honey, as soon as I'm done, I'm all yours. And he's like, just go out for $375 million.
That's an easy gig.
Dude,
Just a bunch
it's a
of
very easy. But like Brady's personality is fucking like cringy, dude.
Not that great.
It's fucking his social media is strange as hell. So I don't know. You bring like the Romo effect in. People like listening to Romo. Romo got old quick, but
Really? I like Romo.
I was
like-
gonna say
I like
I like
Romo.
him for the game. Like his sideline, not outside of calling the game, he gets a little bit old. But his insight into the game when he's calling it is great.
See,
That's
I got-
I like Aikman.
yeah, I like Aikman too. I got sick of Romo because him just trying to break down every. He's like 1 for 4 of like he'll say something and people are like, oh, Tony Romo called that. But like, yeah, he's trying to call every play. It's a guessing game.
Yeah, but
It-
it gives you
it-
like a different look at it.
So I don't know. I guess, but $375, dude, that's so much loot.
It's a little bit of change.
Ohio State says they have a plan in place, a $6 million plan in place to pay student athletes for academic performance. So if you're a student athlete at Ohio State, the better you do in school, you get a little bit of scratch. I like that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Makes the kids, that pushes the kids
Keeps you
to
engaged.
graduate.
It gets the kids that play like fucking lacrosse and swim and shit like that. They get a little. They spread that money out. They get a little of this NIL money or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
No, I like it.
$6 million seems like a decent amount of money to spread out through like the athletic program too. Who knows?
A little motivation.
So what is that? That's like men's, women's sports, all the sports, everything.
Student athletes, and they didn't.
That's good.
They didn't say how it's gonna be like the tiers of like what you get for grade wise
Right,
and
right.
stuff like that. That's not out yet. That'll be interesting to see. Guy who grew a dick on his arm says he wants to date Kate Beckinsale.
No, it's gonna work out.
Hey, cuz, you didn't have a dick. Like,
Yeah, be
you
happy.
You just got your new dick last week. It was on your forearm. You were a lot cooler when you had a dick forearm. You don't even have that anymore. Now you just have a regular, like, fucking lab-grown dick, and now you're trying to fuck Kate Beckinsale?
You know what? In my man's defense, he's like, "Fuck it, dude." He's like, "You ever not had a dick?" He's like, "I'm taking all the shots I can now."
And he was like,
I have a rerun at having a dick.
he's like, I'm never going to be this popular. This is my 15,
This is
this
your
is
shoot
my
your
15
shot, bro.
minutes.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot. So that's why I get him brother in arms. I do respect the shot.
I mean, I don't
but
think it's gonna happen, but I like your tenacity.
He got
she fucked Pete Davidson.
Maybe it's the size of Pete
Maybe.
Davidson's dick.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like, look, I got the exact.
The
He's
exact
like,
Pete
Davidson's
Davidson's dick here.
I got a Jello molded
He'd
onto
be
my
better
forearm.
off. He'd be better off going after Amber Heard. She's all coked up on the stand. Like, you know what I mean?
She's just gonna shit in your bed. No
Yeah,
big deal.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So back in the day, Hunter Biden needed his MacBook worked on. Went into like a fucking, I don't know, a Geek Squad or some shit like that. The Geek Squad guy said he reeked of booze, and then they asked him what his password was to get into his MacBook, and it was anal fuck 69. And like everybody had a crazy password back when you were like a kid. Hunter, you gotta switch. Like, you can't be a full blown adult knowing
40-year-old.
that one day, like, you're probably gonna have to like tell someone this password. It can't be anal fuck 69. He said he was all liquored up. He's like, just a little. My password's a little weird. And the dude was like, what is it? He was like, anal fuck 69. It's like, Jesus. Hunter.
That's not weird. It's the third time I heard it this week.
Yeah, like I just thought that was fucking funny having like a grown adult having to tell some Geek Squad kid that your
Yeah, like,
password's
dude,
anal
hey,
fuck
you
69.
You might just take that on the chin. Like, I'm just gonna buy a new one.
Yeah, Hunter, you can't get a new MacBook.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing all right.
Fuck. This poor bastard at the Phillies game going through it with his lady on camera. Did you see that?
No.
It was just some dude and his chick. They were at like a daytime Phillies game. It was cold out. They were sitting next to each other. She's pissed off. He's trying to do the old, you could tell he was just trying to like smoosh it over. She wasn't having it. He started crying, and the broadcast is just zooming
Wait, he's
in on.
literally crying.
No, he's not. She is. Sorry.
uh.
She started like crying, and you could tell like he was just trying to dig his way out, and she wasn't having it, and it was brutal. And the broadcast was not letting it out. Like,
Yeah, why?
I mean, if you're a camera guy, and the Phillies are up 11-0 or whatever it is, and
You got to find something.
you got to find something. So you got to have your head on a swivel as a fan these days, man.
I know, that
you could
stinks.
you could go viral and not even know it.
You don't even have to be a fan. You could be standing in line at a fucking Starbucks and something weird happens. You're on camera, dude.
That's true. Ray J finally admits Jesus Christ. Ray J finally admits the sex tape was his idea. He got Chris on board, Kris Jenner. So Ray J hits up Kris like, hey, if we make these sex tapes, I think our careers could pop. Kris convinces Kim. Kris makes a deal with Vivid, and this whole thing that everybody thought was manufactured by the Kardashians, their whole blow up because of this sex tape was all put together and made up. You know what I mean? It was all produced. It was all a plan to fucking make them fucking super famous, and it worked like a charm. But Ray J got fed up because there was the new Kardashians, they were like talking about another video where Ray J was putting a dildo in her ass while he was asleep, and he was like, that doesn't even exist. Like, I can't. And he said he kept quiet for all these years because he was making money and he wanted to be a team player. So Ray J was getting there was hush money. There was hush money on the back end there. But he said them talking on Hulu about sticking a dildo in Kim's ass, like that was the
while she was sleeping.
She
didn't wake up.
She got a big asshole.
Big asshole.
She got a big ass. I don't know. You think the hole's big?
That was just a joke, Jack.
I don't know. I'm sure we could find it.
She doesn't wake up when the dildo's being shoved.
I'm sure we could probably find that asshole somewhere.
So, dude, the funniest thing is that her mom was like, "Yeah, do it."
Yeah, like the funny thing is that Ray J knew to go to his mom, like not trying to convince Kim, like Kim. I got to convince Kris.
I got to go to the boss,
and then the boss will fucking put the wheels in motion, makes a deal with Vivid, and
she's like
here we
Satan,
are.
Dude. Kris is like Satan.
She's a fucking evil genius. She got them kids are all fucking billionaires now because of Kris. If there's no Kris Kardashian, there's no Kardashians. She's the evil genius behind it.
She probably killed her husband, dude, when he, the lawyer that made all the money. She got a piece.
You think Kris killed Robert Kardashian?
Now it's becoming clear to me.
He wasn't.
Her.
Wait.
He Rod Stewart.
He died of cancer, right?
He died of cancer, and she met.
Did he?
He met Jenner way before he died.
Oh, I thought Rod Stewart and her were in cahoots.
No.
I still like. I like that theory. Sure.
Yeah.
There's some wheels on that. We had a guy lose his fantasy team, and lose his fantasy league, and as the punishment, he had to play in a U.S. Open local tournament. So, like, they have those, like, qualifying U.S. Open tournaments where, like, locals you like, sign up for.
Yeah.
So this poor bastard had to fucking he was just a way below average golfer, and he had to go and play in this very serious tournament with a bunch of serious golfers that are trying to get bids into the U.S. Open. Dude tees off on he thought he was on 1. He tees off on 10. So the guy that's, like, is qualified for this or is like trying to qualify is like waiting for him to get there. He's like 15 minutes late, and dude's like, what the fuck? He's dude, sorry, I was on 10.
What did he end up shooting?
I'm getting to it. So he gets to hole 1 where he's supposed to be teeing off, hits his drive 10 yards, end up shooting a 112, which
bad.
isn't terrible at all. But the score, there was some 10s, there was some, it was brutal, dude. That is a ruthless punishment.
Yeah.
Like, you're there, if you go to a tournament like that,
dude's
it's like, it's all scratch golfers better. Like, it's fucking, and then tee off on the wrong hole, and then then get there, and then fucking go hit your drive 10 yards. I've hit drives 10 yards, but it's been in front of, like, this asshole. You know what I mean? That's no big deal. You're playing.
I hit mine 9.
But it was, I was like, man, we never did a punishment league in our fantasy draft, right?
No, we never.
I don't need that.
Nah,
I don't
need that
That's
pressure.
a young man's
No
game.
one would do it anyway.
Losing the money's enough for me.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. College professor retires, and his students give him a standing ovation on his last class. Do you guys have a teacher that you would have fucking wait around till after class and clap for? I don't think I liked the teacher that much.
I didn't really hate too many of them, but like there wasn't.
I had a couple good teachers.
Miss Davies at Ulrich.
Miss Davies was really good. Yeah, you know what? I would hang out and clap for Miss Davies.
I like Mr. Stone. That was my guy. Mr. Stone was a good dude.
Yeah.
Reach, the athletic director, was that his?
Mr. Regent.
Mr. Regent.
Yeah, Mr. Regent was the man.
He was the man. But I don't know. I don't know what this called. There was probably like 50 kids out there waiting. He was walking down the hallway. They were on both sides of the hall. They were clapping. I'm like, wow, you don't see that too often.
No.
We had Drake follow a fan's girlfriend after the fan was just trolling Drake on the old Twitter. Said something about him having ghostwriters, and Drake was like, yeah, dude, bet. Goes on this dude's page, finds his lady, follows his lady, and says, I'm here for you, ma. And then he hits the dude up like, hey, man, I just followed your lady because she must be miserable having to deal with you.
No,
so, like,
I
now
love it.
Drake's so petty. That's a way to get dudes back. Dudes ain't gonna come after Drake if they know Drake's gonna follow their girlfriend.
Like, I'm gonna fuck your girl,
and then DM her. You know what I mean?
Solid.
Now Champagne Poppy's following your girlfriend forever.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
I kind of like the maneuver.
It's a major move. I'm here for you, Ma.
That's
She definitely said something
Panties
back.
are wet.
Yeah.
Dude. Panties
She's taking
are
her
wet.
chance. A
Absolutely.
once in a lifetime opportunity.
If you have a chance to fucking fuck Drake, you're gonna take any chance you get.
Dude, she might be madly in love with her husband. She's or her
Don't
boyfriend
matter.
or whatever. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking Drake.
You're fucking Drake. Absolutely. All because some dude just wanted to be a little dickhead on Instagram.
Fucking troll.
Talk
Funny
about
now.
How funny
right.
is it now?
Who's laughing now?
Girlfriend sucking my dick.
And I just put fucking hot sauce in her pussy.
Speaking of hot sauce in the pussy, a 9-year-old boy falls through Sinkhole in Score Hill. And all the city did was throw some plywood over it and a couple cones.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fall in the. Watch out for the hole.
Dude, the hole was like this big. This kid was like 9 years old. The motherfucker felt like he had half his body in it. He's like, my ankle hurts and blah, blah, blah. Like, well, keep your head on a swivel, kid. You're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
how'd
see
you
that
fall in
hole?
the hole,
Yeah,
you
fucking-
moron.
You're in a city. You gotta watch out where you're going. Shit's
See-
falling down.
You
There's
see what happened to
mud
that
slides.
bus? Yeah, see that bus what happened a couple years ago? Buses ain't safe. The bridge fell down.
Tough lesson to learn, buddy. Now you're in a fucking hole. Last one, brother in arms. NASA going to launch nudes of women into space to try to attract the aliens.
Sweet. Great
Like
idea.
who? What the fuck? Who's coming up with? That's like something like we would like make. That's like a skit. That's like a skit. Like, hey, wait, hey, man. Anything on these aliens? Like, dude, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna find. They're all the way to space. How are we gonna find them? Like, dude,
Yeah.
you know what I love? Nudes. Let's fucking get a satellite. Let's ping some nudes up into space
So all
and
these-
see if anybody comes.
So all these aliens would come and fuck our broads.
So here's
That's
the,
great.
If
Yeah,
you,
and Drake.
Just thinking
Yeah, so everybody can Drake our broads.
Yeah.
just thinking outside the box. I think aliens are like probably thousands, if not millions, of years technology ahead of us. I think they have access to the nudes already.
Very good point. I feel like aliens are probably like a hole's a hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think they
Any
really.
port in a storm.
They'll be
Yeah.
fucking the dolphins.
Yeah. Anything that opens up, they're probably gonna stick their little. I don't even.
They're
What do you call it?
pansexual.
A dick. Yeah.
They'll fuck Rod Stewart in a minute.
You stick their little tentacle in there and give it a little wiggle and probably go
Give it a
crazy.
shake.
Yeah. Next thing you know, your girlfriend's squirting all over the place because her nude.
Yeah,
Her nude got sent up into fucking
can
Neptune.
yeah.
I don't need that, dude. Leave them where they're at. If they're coming around, we hear a story every month about an alien like fucking flying over Oklahoma.
Yeah, I don't
like,
need
dude,
him
we
banging
don't
into my
use-
old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Leave them motherfuckers alone, dude.
I just go off work upstairs, little green guy banging my old fucking lady. I'm cutting grass all day, and this fucking guy flew in from Neptune. What the fuck?
I want to hear Kenny from Polish Hill's take on fucking the aliens, alien nudes.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's a great take, dude. Obviously, the guy's a genius.
Good taste.
All right, let's take a
Great taste.
Let's take a break.
All right, everybody, we'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back when we're Greenfield Finance Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Birdseye-Dell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick and tired of hiring heroin-addicted roofers? I know I was. I had 6 of them fall off my roof in one day. I didn't know what to do. I found out about Allen Construction. Their roofers don't do heroin. So if you're looking for roofers that don't do heroin, call 412-954-8337, 412-954-8337. Make sure your roof stays and they don't come back at night to steal the shingles. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. If you're having lawn problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and the grub ain't one. It's 2020. Time to get your motherfucking lawn right. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. You best call Rosado and Sons. 412-521-9045. 412-521-9045. And get your motherfucking lawn right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Fast Podcast. Real quick, everybody, want to give a big shout out to John's nephew, Sean. He just got hurt. He got plucked in the eye with a baseball. He got hemmed up a little bit, but we're all rooting for Sean to make
concussion number 1, dude. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, feel better, buddy.
Make a
At least you're young. They get worse when you're older.
He's a listener, and we're rooting for a fast recovery, Sean. Let's jump into what's grinding our gears. Johnny, what's grinding them gears?
All right, so I got a dog.
Like recently, right?
Recently. I've had the dog maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like me.
Really?
I don't feel the love when I come home like I thought, like the tail wagging. You know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's like scared of me. He's still like a little nervous. You know what I mean? Because I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, take this little asshole out every day since no one else can hear him bark but me. You know what I mean?
We'll take care of
him. Is it a
Dad.
puppy?
It's a puppy. It was 8 weeks when I got it.
What kind of dog?
Portuguese water dog.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but is it like a barking dog?
Bulldog. No, super. He's chill.
Mellow, very mellow.
Very mellow dog.
What'd you name her?
They came with his name is Duke.
Duke.
Yeah.
Okay.
It came from the puppy place with that name, which I like the name, so I kept it.
Yeah, good name.
Right. So, I'm kind of
Duke. Do you feed Duke in the morning?
I feed Duke in the morning. I take him
Duke
out.
should like you.
Duke should like me. And you know what the little asshole does when he shits, which is starting to drive me nuts? He poops, and then he walks back a little bit and steps in his poop.
Oh,
You
man.
got a dumb little fucker, huh?
Yeah, you know, I mean, one time.
Was
it's
that a
accident.
puppy mill
Like,
dog?
dude, are you going to do this every time?
Yeah, one time you think, okay, Duke, you figure it out. Don't step in
Right.
your own
You
shit.
just stepped in your own shit 7 times in a row.
Unless Duke really doesn't like you, and Duke knows like this asshole has to clean my shit no
Hey,
matter what.
hey, John,
'cause he
check
doesn't
this
want,
out.
Yeah, he doesn't want it in my house.
Yeah. So
How's that white carpet?
The dog was supposed to be for Athena. This is not and like so for her birthday because she wanted the puppy so bad.
Right.
And now she's pulling like parent moves, like hiding in the bathroom, playing on her iPod.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
So I gotta
course.
take
To
a
avoid
shit.
the dog. I'm
Dude,
like,
you know how many like TikToks there are out there? Like my dad who didn't want the dog, and then it's like the dog and the dad just being so in love. It's great. So Duke's gonna
Duke's
warm
my
up.
man.
He's gonna warm up
He
to
is
you.
warming up, but he like up till recently, dude. I'm just like, come home. I'm like, usually a dog runs up like, hey.
Yeah, Paisley goes fucking
yeah.
nuts.
We're not there yet.
Dookie foot ain't having it.
Yeah, old
Yeah.
Dookie. It is his nickname, Dookie. He shits 10 times a day. Solid shits, but 10 times a day.
In the house at all?
If you don't take him
If you
out
don't
every
take him
hour,
out,
he's going to get
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
puppies are
He
rough.
shit in the
though.
house
Yeah.
today, and Josie stepped in it barefoot.
Oh man, that's the
So,
worst.
Dude, when I lived on Chesterfield in Oakland back in the day, there was 4 of us living in a house at Pitt. I pretended went to Pitt, went to CCAC.
I remember.
We drove by there today.
But so we had this dog. It was a small like row house, dude. 4 of us in it. Each of us had our own room, but it was a small. It made no sense to bring a pit bull into this fucking environment. The one dude did. So I was like getting ready to like go to class to catch the bus down to CCAC, and I seen this giant pile of shit right outside his room, dude. And I know we had class around the same time, so like I would always be leaving, and he'd be getting in the shower to like go to his class. So I was like, I'm gonna hang out here for a minute because I know he's about to walk out and step in this shit. And he came out in a towel only like he did every fucking morning, barefoot, and like I distracted him, like, "Oh, what's up?" And he just stepped right in this fucking shit.
That's
It was, dude. It was so much shit, and I fucking cracked up laughing. I walked out of the door.
See, that's
Made
what,
my
that's
day.
when you needed a fucking cell phone for videos.
Yeah,
and
right.
shit.
Exactly.
That wasn't around
Yeah, then
then.
I go viral. But yeah, dude.
I can see it in my head, Jack.
Don't worry, John. Duke's gonna work. If you're feeding him and walking him, he's gonna love you.
I'm the guy who lets him out of the crate.
Yeah.
Then I feed him.
How easy do you like Johanna and everybody else? Is he like showing them affection and holding out on you?
Athena the most, but he's pretty like reserved.
Where does he sleep at?
I've been crate training him.
Got to do it.
Got to do it. Like he was waking me up at like 2:30. He was like a baby.
Yeah.
2:30 to 5:30. Now it's like 5:30, which I usually my alarm goes off at 6. So that pisses me off.
Yeah,
He's
that's just one half
just,
hour.
come on, dude. I'm like lay there.
That half hour
But then the
means
whimpering
everything.
gets so
Everything.
bad. I'm like, I gotta get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't want my dog when I first got her, but I got her. It's gonna end up being your dog.
I told Athena
It's gonna
that
be
today
your buddy.
because
you
Athena
know?
she was like watching. She didn't want to let him out. And I'm like, I'll take him out. It's my dog now.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that'll be your.
He's not gonna love you.
Yeah.
But when you start coming home and he's wagging his tail and shit, and you're
It's a
like,
good
yeah,
feeling.
that's my motherfucker right there.
Shuley's dog just tries to bite him.
Julie's
still.
dog just fucking.
No, she tries to bite you guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a
I taught her
yeah,
well.
guard dog. Yeah.
Surely you got a grinder.
I do now. No, so my man Kenny jogged my memory. The best listener we got, Kenny from Polish Hill. I hate bikers as well, but what really grinds my gears is when you're driving down the street and there's the guy that's in the bike lane and he's on a fucking skateboard, not like a motorized skateboard, not one of those cool surfboard skateboards.
Why is that bothering you?
Because now you're going slower than a bike, and I gotta fucking drive around you. That's a bike lane, not a skateboard lane, pal.
Where do you want the skateboarders at?
At the
In a
skate
skate
park?
park?
Yeah, like somewhere where skateboarding is allowed. At the post office or wherever the fuck they do it. I don't know.
So you don't want to see a skateboard unless it's in a half pipe.
I don't want to see a skateboard
On
at
X
all.
Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, on TV, dude. That's what I'm looking for.
That's just Tony Hawk. I don't wanna see it
Yeah, I
out
don't
there.
want to see it. There's no place for it on a public street. That's the bottom line.
What the fuck?
It is. I mean,
I get it, man.
I guess, but it'd be a lot of work skateboarding places. That seems exhausting.
Kick
dude.
push.
They're motorized.
Yeah.
A lot of them dudes I
Well,
see now,
yeah.
they're motorized. Those are sweet.
But I'm
Right.
talking about a good old fashioned forward skateboard. Keep kicking and pushing all over
Yeah,
the
if
place.
you want to skateboard around Pittsburgh, eventually you're gonna have to skateboard uphill, and that
Yeah,
doesn't
a little
seem fun.
A little pebble could fuck your day up.
Yeah,
And I hope it does.
Old Lupe Fiasco. Kick
That's something
push.
I can never. I like got a skateboard when I was a kid, and
Everybody had
never,
a skateboard. when they were a
Yeah,
kid,
but
man.
I never really got the hang of it. It
I
was
wasn't
fucking-
good at either.
Me either.
I tried to do that stupid thing where you kick the
Kick
back.
it,
Ollie.
Yeah.
You try to do
hit
the
your
ollie.
shin.
Yeah.
Couple shin hitting your skateboard with your shin a couple times. You're like, okay, this isn't
the
for me.
It's
skate-
not my
Back
thing.
on my bike.
Yeah, the skateboard and the rollerblades last about the same amount of time.
I tell you what,
Absolutely.
I had both, and like the only thing I used my skateboard for was like the luge down to the Donardos. Like, so I would lay flat on it and go down Bigelow Street, and I ruined 2 pairs of shoes like that. And we're poor. My mom was like, "That's it."
What, trying to hit the brake?
Yeah, my foot was the brake, so I
Right.
like this, and like it wore out the whole back of my shoe. My mom, I'm like, "Fuck, I fucked these shoes up," and she was like, "I don't know what to
Dude.
tell you."
My mom almost killed Kevin McSwiggan doing that, driving me to a
Old
baseball
ball
game.
licking McSwiggan.
He was losing down Bigelow too to Hammer Field, and my mom
It's a
was
dangerous game.
dude. She was like, "What the hell is he doing?" I'm like, he's on my
He
team.
might-
Dude, it was a brick road for a long
What do you
time
mean?
too.
He's lugging down to the field.
You'd have to get off at Bristol before you hit the brick part, but like you could fly down there, dude. It was a good time. I mean, you know what I mean? It fucked your shoe. My fucking shoe was burning so bad one time. I had burns
Smoking.
on my heels.
Yeah.
I had to go to Bernanke and get cream for my foot. He was like,
You burned it down to the skin.
yeah, he was like, well, it burned through my sock and my bell and my foot was like, it wasn't even red. It was pink.
What were you wearing, moccasins?
No, cause I was going fast. It was
Dude,
fucking,
that is a steep hill. That's
Fuck
nuts.
yeah.
So he was like, "What were you doing?" I was like, "I was riding a skateboard, and that was it." You know what I
I
mean?
was running a skateboard in a way definitely is not meant to be ridden in.
My mom literally took my skateboard and like she swears it wasn't her, but like it somehow got ran over in front of her house by a pat bus.
That was the end of it.
I was like, what happened to the skateboard? How did it shoot? I was trying to pick it up and it fell down the street. And I mean, how does a skateboard just jump up, go under a pat bus, and get run over? It was broken in half. I'm like, you suck.
Add it to the list, Seabird.
Yeah, but she was right for
Happy
doing it.
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Grinder.
Me, yeah. I'm going back to what I initially said, cashing out my bet. I'm never gonna cash out a fucking bet early. I'm never gonna like invest in cryptocurrency and jump the gun. This is the second time this happened. The one time it was with Dogecoin. Believe it, I had $400 for the Dogecoin when it like initially first came out. It was fractions of a penny, and then like I got into a little gambling debt. sold off the Dogecoin when it got to like a half penny because I was like, oh, I made twice my money, $800. If I would have held on to it, I would have made, I'm not exaggerating, $56,000. So like I sold my Dogecoin, and this weekend I thought I learned my lesson. Jack had said before, never cash out, and I fucking cashed out on the Biblical fight. I'm never cashing out again.
Can't cash out. I don't cash out until it's the very end where it's like $14, $11 left. When you know it's over, like, all right, I'll try to put a parlay in with this fucking, crap.
Like $12.
Right. Dude, when the cash out's juicy, it's because the bet's going your way.
I know.
They're trying to get you out of there. And if you want to, you can't cash out, man. I don't need to preach you, but I had some action. I had some golf action this week, and I had a decent cash out building, and I didn't win, but like it's still you got to see it out, dude. That was the bet. What's the point in gambling? The cash out button.
You got to ride it out, Jack. Ride that out.
I did. I cashed out with like $11 left, and there was no chance for Rory to pull it out. But yeah, that's a tough lesson to learn.
It's a hard lesson.
It's a hard lesson to learn. I got a grinder. So I go in the sauna about, I don't know, 3-4 times a week at LA Fitness. I used to get a little steam. Been seeing a lot of benefits I've been reading about it for sauna use. And when I go in there, some dude's like going in there before me, and they're like putting something like on the rocks.
Yeah.
Like a menthol and like some eucalyptus or some shit. So like the one day I went in there, and it smelled like someone poured bleach on the rocks. And I'm like, dude, I don't feel safe. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this smell was weird as fuck. What? I was in there by myself. I was like, if I fall out.
Is there a gas leak in here?
Right. I started thinking, I'm like, what is that smell? And I'm like, if I fall out in here, like, no, I could die pretty quick.
Dehydrate.
Right. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So, like, I only stayed in there for a couple minutes. I was waiting for someone else to come in. No one ever did. And I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. So, couple days go by. I go in again. It's the same fucking smell, but there's other guys in there. And they're like, oh, you just missed a guy. He put the eucalyptus in there and menthol. And I'm like, dude, who's okaying this? Like, it's like this is a public place.
Right.
Like, I don't need it. It doesn't. I don't like it. It doesn't. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Put a little water on there.
He put a
That's
Newport
it.
on the rocks.
That's the thing. The raw, it's electric, so they're not really pouring on the water. There's like a little. I finally seen like what he's doing. There's like it's a little pan, and there's like some like scented shit in there, and it's like boiling it almost. But when I went in there before, there was nothing on there, and I literally thought like I thought I was gonna pass out and die. I'm like, dude, this is a public place. You just can't come in here and start putting all your scents all over the place.
Yeah, what you can do, put
and all
lavender.
your hippie fucking potions and like thinking everybody else wants them, dude. We probably pay $49.99 a month here. Keep your hippie potions to your fucking self.
It was patchouli.
I knew you were gonna say
I
it.
was just gonna
I
ask you what
fucking
the
hate patchouli. I would have fucking snapped. I fucking hate. No one hates patchouli more than me. If they're putting fucking patchouli on that thing, they should fucking get in a car accident. That's a fucking. Keep the patchouli to yourself in the fucking stupid fish festival.
Keep it a
You-
Teleropa, loser.
Yeah, fuck patchouli.
Teleropa, holy fuck.
That was a fucking.
Shout out Century 3 Mall.
Yeah.
No, that was in Oakland, Teleropa.
I know, but like,
There was
it
one in the
back
mall, too,
the-
Was there really?
Yeah, I think there was. But yeah, fucking Teleropa, holy hell. I haven't heard that name in years. But yeah, dude, keep your hippie potions to yourself.
Yeah, we all have to agree on this.
Yeah, and
What are
other
you, a witch?
and I even said to the guys, he wasn't in there anymore, and I said to the guys in the sauna, we take a nice steam together, and I'm like, well, what do you guys think of this? And they're like, oh, I don't mind it. And like, it would put me at ease a little bit if I could see the character that's bringing the hippie potions, see how sketchy he looks. But like, this is just some mystery hippie.
What do you pretend he looks like in your mind?
Like Jesus.
with dreadlocks.
Yeah. Like,
Jesus.
Jesus with
He's like,
dreadlocks.
this be smelling irie, man.
like a dirty Jesus.
Is it the kind of like I know with the eucalyptus at the end of the JCC and like I swear to like I knew that smell and it would feel like it was clearing me out. Is this like that?
So one time it was like that and it wasn't bad. It felt I think it was menthol. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I could see and the other times, like I said, it fucking smelled like a hippie potion or it smelled like almost bleachy or like chemically.
I wouldn't like it.
And I didn't like
Yeah.
that at all.
They put a chlorine tablet in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Next time he's in there, go take a fucking piss on it, Jack.
That's
probably
it.
has
You just
great
can't-
weed.
You can't be pushing your scents on other people like that. It's crazy.
And then leaving.
And then
Hey,
leaving.
if they
And
were
then-
so good, he'd
Trap
stick
door.
around.
If it was like a 20-minute, he just did it for himself, but that shit lasts for a while.
Oh, it lingers, bro.
Yeah.
It fucking lingers. No doubt about that. All right, let's take a little break.
All right, buddy, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back, we're going to wrap up Greenfield Smash Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Twice Podcast. We're about to wrap up the show with What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Would you punch your grandma in the face to fuck the girl of your dreams?
Mm.
You gotta punch your grandma right in the kisser to fuck the chick that you wanted to fuck your whole entire life.
See, my grandma loved me so much. I was her favorite. That, like, I think she would okay this.
I thought you were going a different
Oh,
route.
that, yeah.
Going the other
I
way
thought
with
you were
that.
like, I could never do that. But you're
No.
saying your grandma was such a rider.
She was such a love. She loved me so much that she would have said, "You better punch me in this fucking muck right now."
She was like, you better tear that ass up when you're
She
done.
wouldn't have said all that, but she would have said, "You better knock me the fuck out." Yeah,
I know this is something you really want. Lay into me.
yeah, knock me.
I love you
punch,
so much. I'm willing to take a punch in the
punch
face.
me
for
in
you,
my
Michael.
punch me right off my rascal.
I'm picturing you punch your grandmother off the rascal.
R.I.P. Graham, but like, nah, like, that's how ride or die my grandma was. She was the greatest.
Johnny, what are you doing?
I don't know, dude. My grandmother's 98, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Mine's very old. I don't think she'd be able to recover from a
Probably
punch.
not. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't want to. I mean, she did call me fat,
Right.
but I don't need it on my conscience because I killed my grandma because I wanted some pussy.
Yeah, she's probably not giving me the okay like Mike's grandmother.
Yeah,
See, I'm thinking if I was young and she was younger, she could take it
Right,
a little
let's
better.
take grandma's. Let's go back to when we were 18.
Yeah, she can handle it.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
when my
tough.
grandma's like
You know what I mean?
in her like 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could take a punch back down.
This is my Greek grandmother. If it was like the Italian grandmother, they'd probably taken a punch before. You know.
Yeah. Somebody
Domestic.
forgot to
Take
do.
a punch. We get it.
Somebody forgot to do the dishes. Eh?
You're saying the Italians like the domestic
I'm
violence.
just saying it's a stereotype I don't necessarily agree with.
All I'm
However,
saying is, women can take a
Yeah.
punch, okay, pal?
Where'd you go to school at? What's the matter, you?
If your TV remote didn't work and you were sick and couldn't get up all day, what channel would you have on for the whole entire day? So what channel could you just go with?
that's just easy.
I
Yeah.
already know it.
Go ahead.
History Channel.
Yeah.
It's American History Classics now. 'Cause if the History Channel is playing something besides American Pickers or
Pawn Stars, I can't do it.
like the food that made America, or like World War II in HD.
The ranch.
In color.
They're back on the ranch.
What's
that
the ranch?
So, what is it called? The Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Skinwalker Ranch, where there's some kind of phenomenon. I mean,
Ancient aliens,
You
dude.
can
You
get-
got me all day.
Yeah,
That calm.
Next.
That
Yeah.
calm narration.
I literally do that now. Like my,
Dude, I say
my
that.
my PlayStation controller like controls everything, and then like fucking sometimes like the remote will die, and I'll be like just about to fall asleep. Instead of plugging it in and charging it, I'll just leave it on. Like I'll like get one more use out of it. I'll go to History Channel and fall asleep.
Yeah, I would. I agree with you guys. I was gonna say maybe Bravo, but there's so many bad shows on Bravo compared to like the couple good ones. I couldn't do it.
You got to wade through a lot.
It'd be Discovery Channel or History Channel. Honorable mention Food Network, because I could watch like Diner Dives and Drives. Like,
Oh,
You know what? I like the Iron Chef. I like the competitions. I hate when they have like the cupcake battles or like the
Yeah,
cakes and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That does
There's some
nothing
really
for
bad
me.
shows on the Food Network.
Or
too.
like the worst cook, that type of shit. I want to see Guy Fieri eating at like cool places.
Diners Drive-Ins might be one of the best shows.
Yeah, it's a
ever.
good
great
show.
But I mean, if I got caught with like a wicked tuna, fucking
I can fuck with that.
like when they play them all day, or like
Crab fisherman.
the Crab Fisherman,
Yeah.
Deadliest Catch.
Like the old ones.
I could watch-
the old ones. I don't like the ones where they go like Outer Banks or like the
Yeah,
tuna fishing doesn't really do much.
well, they
for
shut
me.
down the crabbing industry. You got to make your money.
I mean, I get it, but
Yeah,
those
but
ones were
it's-
better.
It's not. Yeah, I agree with
Crabbing's
you.
done.
Done this season. It is. I think they're back in full boat now. But like the season that's on TV right now, they're like tuna fishing.
Gold Rush. I love
Gold Rush is good. That dude on Gold Rush, I
Parker
hate
Schnabel.
I hate him, but I'm
him.
kind of jealous.
I
of
hate
him,
him,
think, 'cause
and I
he's like
hate
a
the fat
gazillionaire.
guy too with the beard, like the two
main
main
guy,
dudes.
yeah.
I hate
The dude
man.
Tony that owns all the land.
The guy got
Yeah.
the raspy voice.
Did
Hey,
the,
Yeah.
did the main guy's dad die yet? Or is
Parker
he-
Schnabels?
No, the other. I mean, his grandpap got to be dead, right?
Yeah, he died.
I'm talking about the main guy, the fat dude with the beard.
Oh, that wears like the cut off affliction T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his dad's name was like Rick or some shit like
yeah,
that.
Rick would come and help, and like
But he
yeah,
barely helped. He was in the way.
yeah, Rick's gone.
I used to like that one where they cut the trees. What was that one? That was
Loggers.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good.
That was
Yeah.
called Greater Pittsburgh
X-Men.
Service.
X-Men was
Axemen.
good.
Yeah, you got Swamp People, that lunatic that jumps.
I
in the-
love that dude.
Yeah, I
Killer
mean, there's some
Gators.
good shows. Yeah,
Dude, mine now is Forged in Fire.
I don't like Forged.
Dude,
I tried to watch
Dude,
it.
I would start blacksmithing.
John go to
You and Duke got back just like.
Yeah, go run, give me my tools, dude.
He's like, fetch me some
He won't go get
quenching
it.
oil.
He's
Nah.
a fucking asshole.
What's the show where they catch the alligator? Is that Swamp People?
Swamp
Yeah.
people.
I love the dude that talks like Coach O.
Dude, it's
With
crazy.
the mustache. He's like, hold on, we don't get
Yeah.
them gator here. We're going to get these tags filled.
Shoot him!
We going to get these tags filled. In slow motion, it was like, boom.
No,
Like, we're going to fill these tags.
The best dude is the one that has the overalls with no shirt
Mm-hmm.
and wears like white Crocs, and he hunts with his dog or whatever. I think his
Yeah.
dog died now.
That dude's out to
That,
lunch.
yeah,
man.
He's nuts.
Dude,
Gypsy.
The best dude is the one who does the one with he throws the thing and does the claw. He's
The
like
treble
the younger
hook.
dude.
Yeah.
He's missing the one tooth. He's a
He
beast with
looks
that
like he's
treble
from
hook.
Hazelwood,
Dude,
dude.
it's crazy. There's the scuba divers that go down there. There's all that shit's wild.
They
man.
dive in there, look for old wood that
Old
came off the
logs,
logs.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Fucking
don't
nuts.
get as much as you think for a gator.
No.
Sure they don't.
I thought they
They're
were
like-
getting like
yeah, I
a
thought they-
grand a gator.
It's like
No,
$150.
150, and they're like they get like I think it's like 100 and some tags to fill. So you look at
It's a
10 grand.
it's a tough way to make a living, that's for sure.
right, and it's like
Take a chance of getting your ass eaten off by a gator.
Yeah, and a
Some of them
janky
dudes
ass
are
boat.
hoping.
and if
The
you don't
boats are the worst.
and if you don't have a son, you better hope your daughter can shoot. I mean, that's the only.
They
hope
got that
you-
one chick on there ain't bad looking now. She hunts with
She's
Troy.
on OnlyFans.
Does she?
Nah,
Yeah,
shut the fuck.
yeah.
Well, she's banging gators.
No, but she got on OnlyFans and she like jerks gators off and shit.
She's like this.
Does a
how-
gator got an air hole you could fuck? They got a belly button hole you can stick your dick in
That's
there.
all you gotta do. You could hold their jaw shut while you do it.
It was paying
They give a
sexuals.
terrible hand job with them little claws.
Last week it was the vampire community. This week it's gonna be the pans coming after us.
Yeah. Who you talking about fucking gator? You better throw them tags before you be fucking them gators, boy.
All right, let's lay in this plane.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and sign up for the notifications. Also, make sure to check out our merchandise. Last time, I'm going to tell you this week, we have that comedy show coming up on the 14th. Tickets are available online at ComtraTheater.com, and we have the links posted all over our stuff. Everyone have a great week, and remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.